3, 4. Sing.
I don't want to wait for lives to be over.
Okay, that is bullshit. You guys were so into it before.
I was 4 years old.
You were singing it before. Okay.
I don't want to wait.
We are what?
I know 4 words in that song.
If you count that don't
I guess for our
is a
lives
conjunction.
Right.
For our lives to be
Right.
over.
That's 5.
4.5.
Oh, wanna too. Want
Okay.
to.
So
I'm not a
I
doctor.
guess for
As-
our lives to be. Oh, okay, so like 10 words.
Yeah.
I do not.
Come on.
this is what happens
I
when
think we nailed it.
Congratulations,
For
guys.
our
You can fucking read.
lives to be over. That's 12. I'm not a doctor, but that is 12.
Okay, so in case our listeners haven't figured it out, we are Bucketlist Radio, and this is our 5th Roundtable edition. And we are going to be what?
We think.
We think.
Supposedly.
And we are going to
Allegedly.
be reminiscing the 90s. I
90s episode.
when we and the funny thing is that some of these guys were born in the 90s or
Just one.
okay, and
can
you
say
were
my name.
Just the gays.
yeah. Just the
Willie
gays.
only
Call me
had
by
one
my
90.
name. Isn't that one of our movies that my people made? No, Call Me by Your Name. Excuse me. It's the gays.
Yes. So my name's Liz, and I am joined today by mostly bucketheads with then 2 special guests that are
Yo,
not
that side-eye
bucketheads.
was a liquor. Jesus.
So if you guys all want to sort
Notice how we
of
put you both over that
don't
side.
interrupt me, don't interrupt me.
God damn it, Lee.
Let's all introduce ourselves one by one, please. Starting with Lee.
Yeah, this is Lee. I'm a writer at Bucketlist and also played drums in the band Urban Spells.
Hi, I'm the gays with low self-esteem, and I keep showing up to these podcasts because Bucketlist hits me with a "What you doing" at 3 a.m.
You mean I do?
I mean,
Bucket
what I
Liz.
said.
Bucket Liz.
Elizabeth. Anyways, hey.
I'm Andrew. I'm the mail director at CJLO 1690 AM, and I am 100% cracking open a legitimate Jolt Cola for this particular show we're doing about the 90s right now.
It's a Sprite.
Fucking ad hooker.
Jolt Cola, I have a show on CJLO. If you want to, write me up for sponsor, I will shill like nobody's business. I will
I'll
be
go get
your
you a
whore.
washcloth for that jizz dripping off your chin right now.
Yeah. This is great, guys. I'm Syd. I write for Bucketlist, and I live and breathe the 90s. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm Jason. I write for Bucketlist. I'm also just an all-around music prostitute and a living embodiment of a hangover right now.
Which is, I think, the case. That was like that last episode too, but I think I was hungover as well. I think we were all hungover at the last one. It was a while ago. It was in December.
Wasn't it after the Christmas party? Was it?
It wasn't the day after the Christmas
No.
party.
It was one
Oh.
right before the Christmas party.
It was before
The autumn winds.
That
were
was the
blowing, if I
trivia one we
recount
did.
Yeah.
So it was before.
Oh, yes, I was
It's
definitely
been a while, man.
in some kind of
It's been-
state. I remember we
Yeah.
lost because it was your fault, Andrew.
No, we won, and if we keep saying that, it'll make it true. That's what 2019 has told us.
Yes. So today's episode is reminiscing the 90s. We are all 90s kids in some way. I mean, I was born in 80. Lee was born
84.
94.
83.
90.
89.
So look at that. So many generations. And what can we start with? So we were like, when we were off the air, we started talking about some things that we remembered from the 90s, like Dawson's Creek. That was the first thing that came to mind. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer and
Oh
all
my
like
God.
the cool scores that or soundtracks that came with our favorite 90s movies. So what do you guys want to
I think we
wants to
should all
start?
have to like choose a show and throw down our best version of the theme song, seeing as we all have very solid memories of how those theme songs go. That's just a suggestion.
was.
Oh, so no one told you
There it
life
is.
was gonna be this way. Okay, yeah, and they're on the fucking fountain. Who's
God
Phoebe?
damn.
I'm
What
Phoebe.
about yeah.
Oh, man.
Friends? You wanted to talk about
There's
Friends.
6 of us. Yo, there's 6 of us and 6 friends.
Oh.
But how do you give yourself a
Dibs
friend?
on Joey.
Dibs
So
Phoebe.
who's-
You are definitely Joey.
I'm a
You're
Monica
gonna
all
get
the
Ross
way.
unless
I'm
you
100%
step into
Monica.
this game,
I
Ferguson.
guess I'll be Chandler.
You're Chandler
For
for
all intents and
sure.
purposes, thanks.
You are so Chandler.
Could I be any more Chandler?
Yikes.
And
mean, great.
What are you, Will?
I was Phoebes.
Phoebes? You're
like
totally
the crackhead
Phoebes.
that hallucinated the whole thing.
Yeah.
God.
And Andrew, which friend are you?
I don't know. I actually hate Friends a lot.
So you're Ross, clearly.
So you're antisocial.
I think Lee makes a good Rachel.
Yes, also,
Lee does make a good Rachel.
Yeah.
What?
That's Kyle's mom.
South Park, 90s.
90s.
Mom is a big fat bitch.
Biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
There's also Beavis and Butthead. That I think that started though in '88.
Is that a theme song op for you, Liz?
No, they don't have an actual their theme song is not really anything.
It's just like a thrash riff.
Yeah, it's not here. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube. It's not really anything. But Beavis and Butthead was like the Beavis and Butthead and Daria.
Oh, I got the Daria.
Yeah,
theme
you got
song.
the Daria
Yeah,
theme song.
that's,
That was like the.
You got to be direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be direct. You're standing
Let's
on
see.
my neck.
So there was.
Lyrics for the ages.
Yeah.
Skip the ad. I hate YouTube ads. So that was like the.
Oh, yeah.
That is a
Remember?
fatty riff.
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead was my favorite.
What else happened in the 90s?
The
9/11?
Simpsons happened in the 90s.
The what?
The Simpsons, not 9/11.
Well, no, it didn't.
Who?
You're so
God damn
young.
it, who? I think you meant to say the
The
gays.
gays.
Thank
Scusi.
you.
Wasn't
Jinx,
sure
you owe
we
me
were
a
still on
soda.
that.
That's from the 90s. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
The Jinx.
true.
You owe me a soda.
Yeah,
What
we
other cool 90s what other cool 90s sayings were there?
Tubular?
Tubular.
Radical.
Everything on Teenage Mutant
Or
Ninja
not.
Turtles.
Or like
Cowabunga.
what's up? What's up?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
up?
Yeah. What's up?
You must
Dominoes.
Be a yoga teacher.
Or that
'cause
thing
that
where
was
you
a
like
stretch.
make your hand a circle and then punch the person if they looked at
That's
the
still
circle.
around.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I just looked. You can have a shot. I just
Didn't it start in the 90s? Crazy.
I don't know. I don't
He
remember
did the
that.
thing,
I'm pretty
everybody.
sure that was an early 2000s thing.
Early 2000s.
Blockbuster.
The what?
Blockbuster. yes.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. I
Yeah,
hardly know her.
You get
Blockbuster.
1 point.
Begun.
Thank you. This is whose line is it anyway? Also
Hey.
from the 90s, and the
Oh.
points don't mean anything.
Drew
Yes.
Carey.
Drew Carey.
Yeah.
Carey.
Carry me away, you fat sack of butter. I love that man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was never a big fan of Drew Carey.
So we all
Sorry.
watch TV. That's pretty.
Yeah.
TV came around.
TV.
Color TV?
So-
My timelines are weak.
Wow. Much music was big in the 90s.
Back when they had music on
Yeah.
it. That was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Hell, MTV
Oh,
had
Seinfeld,
music
yeah.
on it on the 90s.
Yeah.
Is MTV still around?
It is.
MTV had
Ew.
music on it in 1985.
Yeah. So Much Music started, I think, around the same time.
I'm just singing the Bowling for Soup song.
Oh.
Oh shit, he's so above us. Oh my god, you're so high. That's from the 90s.
That was from the
Oh.
90s.
High above me. Do you love
So
me?
lovely.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Something
Does she
like
love
that.
me? She's so lovely.
She's so lovely.
Aphrodite.
Oh,
Joan of Arc.
man.
Yes,
That
okay.
was the 90s.
Who was that?
So many good 90s one-hit wonders. Like,
Oh,
who
there's
else?
so
was-
many.
That's when like angsty women's had their time in the spotlight with like Alanis Morissette, a little bit of
I
that
hate
Ann
Alanis.
Nalick. Can you remember that
Who?
bitch? Like she's like it's 2 a.m. and it calls me and I'm still awake. Can you help me something in my bed? Okay, like I said, it was a hit.
say, hey,
Yeah,
from
angsty ladies.
Yeah.
they had their
That's
fucking
best.
day.
Babes in Toyland, Hole,
Hole.
Bikini Kill,
Kurt
7-Year
Cobain,
Bitch.
And
yeah.
then no more
Oh.
Kurt Cobain.
Finally, somebody
Yeah.
threw the gauntlet down on
Who
Who
grunge.
killed
Honest-
Kurt Cobain?
Honestly, I don't want to talk about Kurt Cobain.
I'm sorry.
That sounds
It's
good.
okay.
That would be great if we could pull
Sounds
off a
fine.
whole 90s episode
'Cause
and not talk about Kurt Cobain
There was
once.
so much
the fuck is
more.
that?
I failed already. I believe so.
There was
It's my bad.
so much more involved in the grunge scene that was better than Nirvana, and I'm so
Whoa.
sick of like
Fighting words.
You know,
but
it's
Soundgarden.
true.
No, absolutely.
Soundgarden.
Nirvana was just a
Yeah.
fucking poster boy to kill thrash. That's all it
Yeah.
was.
Dead before I was alive.
I was
so
never a
let's skip.
huge Nirvana fan. So
I don't
When
think
did he
that's
die?
true.
95?
No, it's not.
96.
Yeah. Whatever. Move on.
Kurt Cobain. When did Kurt Cobain die?
96?
94.
It was 94.
94?
Yeah.
Tupac
what
died in
month?
96.
What month? Because maybe it was not even of this world yet.
April 94.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're the
April.
soul of Kurt Cobain.
Maybe I'm the reincarnation of Kurt Cobain.
Oh,
This
boy.
is a gays exclusive. This is the gays exclusive. This is our next claim to fame. I am the reincarnation of Kurt
Oh,
Cobain.
boy.
Stay away from men and women named Courtney.
Yes.
I stay away from most women, so that's half complete.
Men too.
Men named Courtney.
Stay away from them.
Is that a thing? I mean, I heard about
I'm
a man
sure it
named
is.
Ashley the other day, and I was like, it is 2019, but that is far.
No, there's
You're
Ashley, there's Stacy, there's Tracy. There's...
Okay, Recess, the Ashleys. That's from the 90s. Spinelli, you fucking traitor. Get into your
Yes.
roots. We know you're an Ashley. Isn't that one of the big
Yes.
reveals? And she has to go into the tire fort.
Yes.
And they're like, you can't leave. You're an Ashley. Like us. One of us.
God.
Hey Arnold.
This is
Yeah. Football head. Yeah.
Wait, no, that's Seinfeld. What was the Hey Arnold theme song?
Oh, yeah, something you should queue up on the YouTube
Okay.
is that is it No Doubts? No, it's when it's just the one. Stefanis.
Gwen Stefani.
Yes, she
She was
song,
more in.
Did she do her solo stuff in the 90s?
She didn't.
I thought it
Who
was
cares?
past
But
that.
it lines up to the theme song of Seinfeld. If you take Hollaback Girl, Seinfeld theme song, you should fucking put
What?
speaker to the mic. It is a remix.
I've also heard a break stuff Seinfeld thing, which is
What?
from Limp Bizkit. Yeah. This is
I'm okay with that.
Oh.
before Steamed Hams was blazing up the internet by putting it into songs right
Hollaback
now.
Seinfeld.
there
That's
was-
a whole
Yeah.
other level of upsetting.
This is horrible.
I didn't say it was good.
It was better when the drums came in, though.
Yeah, come on.
Oh man.
That's infuriating in every conceivable fashion.
You're just hungover and bitter.
Yes, I am.
Those two things not necessarily related to each other.
True. I've seen this man sober. He's still a cunt.
Damn. So what
I
about
love you too, sweetie.
what about your
XOX.
favorite? Let's talk about our favorite movies, 90s movie scores soundtracks, because we were just bringing that up before. What about The Crow?
Great
Ooh,
soundtrack.
yeah.
So good.
Go
And
for it.
Crow 2 even, City of Angels,
Yes.
the soundtrack. I have a theory about soundtracks from the 90s and early 2000s, and it's the better a soundtrack is, the worse the movie is in correlation. And
I
vice
disagree
versa.
because every Will Smith movie exists.
Yo, his
Yeah,
rap
true.
career. His rap career is of the 90s.
Yes, and it's
Willie
amazing.
style.
We need more Will Smith rapping.
I love Will Smith.
True. We
In
just got
general.
Jaden and Willow. Okay, they're fine. I actually really do like both of them.
We need
Yeah.
more
I
Wicked
say
Wisdom
that with a
albums.
grain of
That's what
salt,
we
but-
need.
The
We
what?
need more Wicked Wisdom albums.
Thank you,
We
Jada
do.
Pinkett Smith.
That band
No, we
is
don't. We don't.
okay.
Is he a
No.
Smith? Is Jada Pinkett Smith?
Jada Pinkett Smith, his wife.
Jaden?
Jada.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, little. Okay,
got
so what
this.
else? What else is there
Need a cheat sheet.
that you guys like?
I always just
Spawn
remember
soundtrack.
the.
Oh, Pocahontas.
Spawn soundtrack
Oh, so
is
much
one
better
of the
than
best
the movie.
soundtracks that ever existed.
I love the
ever.
Spawn soundtrack. I
Mashing
have
up
it on
metal
CD.
and electronic things. It's so great. It's perfect. It's so good.
That's
When did The
true.
Matrix happen? 99.
in the
eh?
90s.
Right when we were
In
all
the
Early
90s.
90s,
Yeah.
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 Really, really solid
That's our
soundtrack
late
on
I
that
agree.
one.
Agreed.
I agree. I agree. Singles. It's one of my favorite soundtracks. The grunge
Pocahontas,
scene.
most of the Disney movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With all the colors of that wind.
For me, it was the Pulp Fiction for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Pulp Fiction's
What
a good
songs
one.
does that have?
Girl.
Sorry, put you on the
dude.
spot.
Yeah, there's that Miserloo, the like surfy vibe, like
Yeah.
you know.
You
I'm
throw
not-
surfy vibe around a lot.
Look at me, I'm clearly a surfer.
Oh, sorry, that was an
So
off the mic
adorable.
experience. Me and Lee briefly attempted to be in a band together and will succeed.
Yeah. Well. Let's hope so.
Oh, let's
hope
hope
so.
so. Bucketlist,
Yeah.
you want to do this now? I don't fucking think you do.
Round one.
Now. Oh, Lord.
Well, I could give you a bunch of lectures if you want,
I
but
could have given
we'll
you a
save it
solo
for.
on the titties of a man, but you didn't want that now,
No, I
you?
did not. I did not fucking want that.
That's not really our
I'm not an
value
instrument.
there. That's just you
Oh,
looking for an
speaking
excuse
from
to
the man
touch
in
Lee.
aviators and a
Thank you.
long cut, I don't think you have much to say about our
First of all,
value.
contradictory statement. Second of all, I have no second of all. I just
Aviator,
want
I
you to love
hardly
me.
know her. That's all I got to say. Anyways, moving
'Kay.
on.
So what other movies? There was Pump Up the Volume. Oh no, that was '89.
Let's pump up the jams. That was 90s.
No,
Yeah.
Pump Up the Jam. Oh,
A song.
Pump Up the Jam.
Pump it up. Something.
That's Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
There's a movie
Pump
called Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater, but that was '89.
Pump Up the Jams was those collections of like sports theme songs, weren't they?
Oh, Jock Rock.
I just used a bunch
Straight
of
up bucket Space Jam,
totally
baby.
forgot about that.
Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam.
Space Jam.
I
that was a
hate-
good soundtrack.
I hate Space Jam only because where I used to work, they used to play. I used to work like with animals, and in the doggy daycare that I was working in, they used to play the Space Jam movie on repeat, like all day long.
For the dog?
For the
Why
dogs.
not?
Sounds like torture.
It's
the
Space
dogs?
Jam, man.
on a loop.
Bugs Bunny
I-
plays basketball.
Like after 3 times.
With
I'd probably go
basketball
insane.
legend Michael
I
Jordan.
prefer Bugs Bunny with
Baseball
guns,
legend.
shooting people.
Not Michael Jordan.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I can't stand that movie. It brings back so many horrible memories. but
Shaq
yeah.
rapped in the 90s.
Who?
Shaq.
Yes.
He was a
That
rapping
did happen.
genie
That's true.
in what was the movie called? It was almost Shazam.
Oh my God. I
Kazam.
forgot
It was
about
called
that.
Kazam.
I forgot about that.
Is re-upping a basketball term?
Was Shaq Fu
Or is
also
that-
happening at the same time?
Yep.
That's what I
Yeah.
say when I'm
Oh,
buying
Shaq
more
Fu.
weed.
Man
Re-upping.
after my own heart. Re-upping is is it just a hip hop term or is it a basketball term too? Because if it
I
is
have
a
no
basketball
idea.
term, it's probably from the 90s. No?
Most likely.
I don't know.
I'll
All
say
the
yes.
rap artists have the re-up, where they
Yeah.
do another kind of okay EP after their album, and it's called the re-up.
Right.
Cough, cough, Nicki Minaj called me.
You know what I miss from the 90s? Lollapalooza when it was good.
What's that?
That's what I miss. Lollapalooza is a festival that Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction and Porno for Pyros did.
Yep.
And the bands that he booked in the 90s, like Soundgarden, Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, Beastie Boys, like that was the festival to be at. And I wish I could have, it never came to Montreal.
Sounds
It
fun.
came to Montreal once with, I remember with Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana was supposed to play, Beastie Boys, and I think so. I have to check my history stuff, but I know it did come here once and I missed it. But other than that, it never came here, and that's a festival that I would have liked to have experienced.
Was Lollapalooza the first one of those festivals that actually had rock things
I think
touring through it?
so.
Because the Warped Tour
What
came
is that
afterwards.
face, Greenberg?
Did it come after? Did Warped Tour come
I think
after?
so, didn't it?
Fucking Woodstock.
Warped
That was a
Tour-
condescending
Well, Woodstock
No,
didn't
Woodstock
go
doesn't
anywhere,
count
though.
because that's like
And of course,
every
Woodstock
like the
99
tour-
murdered the
touring
90s.
festivals we're
Like,
talking
it just
about.
murdered the
touring
90s.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, not for any
Both
fault of its
literally
own.
and figuratively.
99 is the end of the 90s, jackass.
Yeah, I
but
mean, it
Yeah, but
ended off the
Woodstock
90s on the
'99
worst
was a
thing.
disaster.
Terrible it was.
It was so, and the new Woodstock now. What the
Oh,
hell
yeah,
is
no,
that?
that's
Like the
gonna be
lineup is
not-
so
no.
stupid.
I mean, I heard
like
Fever 333's
I thought you
on
said
it. That's
you were
pretty
gonna go
hilarious.
on
Well,
Facebook.
what?
Was that a joke? You
Fever
said you were going to
333.
go on Facebook.
No, I didn't say that I was going
Is that
to
a
go.
bullet for my Valentine cover band?
No. I don't know how you would get that.
They're basically a
love
Rage
it.
Against the Machine and Linkin Park
Yeah.
cover band, and I'm fine with that.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
It's real good.
With Jason
Okay.
Butler singing, so I'm very fine
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, yeah.
I don't give a fuck what kind of insulting connotations you put on it.
Well, yeah, Woodstock '99. I remember Chili Peppers played, and there was riots and fires and
Yep.
all kinds
Slipknot
of crazy
played, too.
stuff.
All the good stuff.
So I guess
Slipknot
we could say,
played.
festivals
Nine Inch
peaked in
Nails
the
played.
90s, maybe.
Maybe
I got to see them.
You know,
because
live
Lollapalooza
for
was,
some
I
reason.
think, one of the first. Yeah, to come out, and it was it was so good, so good.
It was all downhill from there.
Yeah, well,
I
Hashtag
remember at the end of the
newfound
90s, I had a VHS, and that's pretty 90s.
Yeah.
A VHS of Spice World, and my fucking
Oh.
stupid cousin taped over the ending scene with a Smashing fucking Pumpkins concert,
Oh,
and I was
no.
furious. I don't even, to this day, I don't know how Spice World ends. If anyone can fill me in. Last I saw, they jumped the bridge in the double-decker bus, and they're like, hold on to your knickers, gals! And that's all I know. Do they make the jump? I don't fucking know.
Is there a
Scary Spice? No, Posh
Oh.
Spice marries David Beckham.
Okay.
Is that
That movie.
canon?
Jerry goes on
does
a
she
solo
actually marry
career.
him in that movie?
What?
No.
Jerry?
Oh.
Jerry's ginger.
I haven't seen
Jerry
it.
does
I actually
it.
haven't seen Spice
You've
World.
never
Solo
seen Spice
I've
World?
never seen
You
Spice
should
World.
see Spice World. It's delightful.
Yo, oh my god, remember when they play
hilarious.
chess and
I'm
neither
not a
of them
Spice
know how to
World
play chess?
fan.
and
No,
she's
but
just
just
like,
for the
"Well, I'm
pure
gonna put my
hilarity
knife
of
over there,
I
sort
should.
that out.
It's a really, really good movie.
It is. There's boy butts and it's for kids.
Did it come out in the '90s though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Posh Spice is like, this is take, really tacky. And there's actual ass. There's
Oh,
ass.
really?
Like,
There's nudity?
Buff man ass. Yes.
No way.
Assless
I'm gonna watch
chaps
it now.
in Spice. And my mom was just like, oh, those Brits. I guess I'll let my child become
Little
gay
did
early.
she know.
Little did she know, step one, Spice World.
Saturday
Cute
Night
hormone
Live.
monster popping out.
Saturday Night Live was the best in the '90s with
Oh, hell
Chris
yeah.
Farley and
Absolutely.
Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler is actually touring. He's going to be touring, and he's coming to Montreal in June.
Adam
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Sandler's
was like
latest
June 13th or something
stand-up
like
special
that.
is really,
Yeah.
really funny.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I haven't
find
seen
that
it.
difficult to believe.
I
the
don't
words
care
you're
what you
saying with
think.
your mouth.
I
Motherfucker.
wasn't too crazy about his recent comedic stuff, but if it's good,
I mean, if you liked his songs in the 90s,
I love his songs.
that's
in the
all
90s.
his new stand-up
His Eddie
special
Vedder,
is.
his Eddie Vedder impersonation is the best. I don't know if you've seen it, but you've seen it,
Yeah.
Lee. Yeah,
It's fantastic.
it's the best.
I feel like that's
Opera
what
Man?
he does when he sings, though. He just impersonates Eddie Vedder badly, and it's hilarious.
That's true,
like it.
actually.
Eddie Vedder was in the 90s.
Yeah, I had such a crush on him. I remember when I was 12, I used to think that I had a chance with him, and he was like 26. And he was with the same woman for 10 years at that point. Since he was 6, I knew like everything about him. I was
So you're like,
obsessed.
he's looking for younger
Yeah.
models, so might as well like.
I mean, I was 12. So yeah.
He's also still
get
very
there.
attractive.
He is very. He's a very. He's
aged
aging
beautifully.
He's aging very, very beautifully. I agree. Yeah, and he's healthy and like yeah.
Okay. Everybody's first video game crush from when they had polygons that you could actually have a crush on, which is the 90s.
Well, it's gonna be Lara Croft.
Oh, come on. Mine's
Oh.
Link from Legend of Zelda. So
That's a good-
I think we're
that's a
sitting
good
at a round
question.
table with the gays here, Sid.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, Link is pretty.
Lara-
hot. Fucking force me into bed any day.
I also think depending on which version you're going with, he's 16. So
Hyrule
just be
my
very
pussy?
careful.
No? Hyrule my pussy, no? Okay, that didn't actually come out on tape. Please lose this tape too, bucket list.
No, Tony, don't.
Tony.
Did I say that did I mention that we were at CNS Studios right now?
Probably not.
I don't think I did. So we're recording right now at CNS Studios in
It's like, don't
Montreal.
mention it, please.
Yeah. Oops. Yes, we're at the lovely CNS Studios in Montreal. Tony is
Montreal's
probably
a
going to
stretch. We're
smack
an
me.
NDG.
What?
We're an NDG, okay?
Whatever, man. Whatever. We're Montreal people who don't like know
Montreal
the.
of it, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All of it.
There you go. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I forgot, I think. But yes. So, video game crushes?
Yeah, I can't say
Yeah.
I ever had a crush on anyone in any video game.
Me neither.
Me
I can't
Bullshit.
say either.
Yeah, you're
No, I'm
You
serious.
never had a crush on Misty from the little instructional booklet in the Pokemon games?
Those
Oh
No,
my
shorts
I was
God.
so focused
Sid,
on capturing
I'm certain
Pokemon.
you've
I didn't
actually
have time
wanted to have sex
fucking
with a
cartoons.
Pokemon. You are so
Misty
obsessed
is
with that
not
shit.
a Pokemon.
There were some Digimon.
Motherfucker.
Okay, he's right. Angemon was a bae. That flowing long hair.
And
Don't get any
Angewomon.
ideas, Greenberg.
Both of them were just like gods and goddesses
Right?
into it.
Who?
Into it.
Well, what crushes did you have that were not video game? Like
Buffy the Vampire
Oh
Slayer.
yeah,
You had-
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Angel.
Sarah Michelle
Oh,
Gellar. Yeah,
Basically
she's like the
everyone
top.
that was on that show or got onto it. Eliza
Faith.
Dushku, like
Oh my God.
I like
Alyssa
Faith.
Hannigan, all of them. Every
Faith
single
was
one.
what's Faith's real name?
Eliza Dushku.
Yeah, I liked her.
Douche-coo?
And I love
Eliza
Willow.
Dushku. Yeah.
Willow, I love too.
So like when all the douches band together to revolt.
It works on so many levels.
Douche-coo.
Oh, spectacularly done.
I had a crush on Luke Perry. Rest in
Of course
peace.
you did.
Ew.
Yeah.
He's still alive?
No, he passed away.
Right.
He was so cute in Beverly Hills 90210, like Dylan.
He's Chandler, right?
No,
That's Matthew Perry.
I just smacked the mic.
Dylan.
Sorry, Tony.
Dylan in 90210.
I
Luke
really
Perry.
like Jenny Garth. So I
Jenny
can speak to
Garth.
that.
She's very
She was
sexy.
pretty hot.
Yeah, very
Who is she?
sexy.
I don't remember her name.
She
in
was
the show.
Kelly in Beverly Hills 90210. Yeah.
What about the people in the first Final Fantasy? Some of them were women. What's wrong with you boys? Jump up.
I know.
Don't
Me
all
and
jump
Will
up.
are the only ones that like
Discuss.
the boys. Yeah.
I'd say there was women.
There was, I don't, you're trying to like.
There
This
was
is a
the
video game.
Whammons. I don't know even how you say that
Wasn't
fucking word.
George Clooney really hot in the 90s?
Yes.
I think you're gonna be like, wasn't he
Ah,
a woman in the 90s?
Did From Dusk Till Dawn come out in the 90s? Because that movie rules.
93?
Was it 93? Oh, that
Something
movie is-
like that.
Juliette Lewis. No?
Quentin Tarantino as a rapist.
What?
Only as a
What?
rapist.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
strong statement.
That's what he plays in that movie.
Oh, I thought you said in real life he's a rapist.
No! I hope
Well, we
not.
don't know this.
We don't know
We
that.
don't know. Maybe.
True.
But-
Stories are
Outrageous
coming
with
out
this
these
movie.
2019 is
Little-
early. Let's see how it
Yeah,
goes.
let's see how it plays
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, he was a rapist in the movie. That movie is Salma Hayek. Oh yes, Salma Hayek as the
Salma
sexy
Hayek,
vampire.
Oh, Uma Thuma.
Uma
I'm
Thuma.
not paid to
Thur-
pronounce.
Okay. Yes, Uma.
Uma.
Very
Kill
beautiful.
Bill's 99, right?
Yeah, Kill Bill is 99.
Pulp
I think.
Fiction.
Yeah, and Pulp
Word.
Fiction. Oh yeah, Pulp Fiction.
That's
She's my
what
favorite.
She looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes.
Is Catherine Zeta-Jones in that movie too? Or I'm just getting
No.
confused.
What was the song with Catherine Zeta-Jones's name? Now I'm like
Catherine
Zeta-Jones. There was a song.
Yes.
Shooby-dooby-doo.
Do you know what I'm
Me
talking
and
about?
Mr.
know what you're talking about in
Catherine
it.
Zeta-Jones.
Who was, was that from the 90s?
Staring at the
Catherine
video.
Zeta-Jones
and me. No.
Was that not like an SNL skit or something? Am I crazy?
It was. It was.
Yeah, or like a
Okay.
There was a
it'll
Weird
come
Al song called My Baby's in Love with Eddie Vedder.
Oh my god.
She's all crazy for that Eddie Vedder.
Weird Al peaked
Weird
in the 90s.
Al
no?
was
Yes.
big
Did
in
he
the
not?
90s.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still huge.
He's still
And-
huge.
Yeah, but his peak was
His
for
peak
sure
was 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
When-
he-
Forever
Yeah.
connected to Napster.
you know what
Which was also
fun
big in the
story
90s.
about
LimeWire.
Weird
A-
Al.
And LimeWire.
Andrew's
Yeah.
Andrew's got the mic. What?
Fun story about Weird Al that actually I can attest to, and I'm the only person that can bring it up. Is I grew up in Pennsylvania in Amish country, and Amish Paradise came out.
Oh no.
And one of the DJs at the top 40 station kept getting requests for it every night, and he was the night DJ. And
There's
so
Amish DJs?
he got yes, Amish DJs.
I want to know what an Amish DJ looks like.
We're gonna play now some
gramophone.
good stuff for you tonight. English. It'll be a good time. It'll be good. So he was like,
Beautiful.
he was like a shock jock nonsense thing, and he's like, I'm so tired of getting requests for this song, so we're gonna get done with this tonight. And he played it from 6 at night until 10 at night, the
No.
entire thing.
So no one
Like,
would ever want to hear it again.
Yeah, exactly. But
Right.
it didn't work because then everyone just kept requesting it.
It
more
actually
so.
charted.
Yeah, like it just kept going.
and that's the story of how Weird Al Yankovic got famous.
And that's the
It's a
story.
beautiful story.
That's amazing. I remember when Weird Al, I don't know if you guys will remember this, but I remember when Weird Al took over Much Music.
Nope, don't remember.
Oh man, he took over the Much Music station, and for like a whole day, he just like took over and he was the host. He took all and he did fake interviews with like Kurt Cobain and all these different people.
Was that
I-
where his fake interview with Eminem came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are
okay,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man,
So
those are
good.
great.
He would just ask random questions and then he would just edit it out. And they played all his videos and it was just the best. I have it on VHS somewhere. Like I taped it on my VCR. But I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it. Like I thought Lee and Andrew would at least have.
Must have missed.
I was, as I just said,
In the Amish world?
In Amish world.
Yes.
It's just I remember those like
It's crazy.
was it for
Would you
spring
say
break?
you were
They'd always
living
do,
in an
like, a
Amish
crazy party
paradise?
for spring break
Yes.
on MTV.
Yeah.
I remember watching those.
Would you?
Yeah, those were good.
I would
With,
say
what's the
that.
guy's name?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly.
Yeah, Carson
Sid.
Daly. He was very
Oh, man.
90s. Very 90s. Okay, so
What happened to him?
Don't, we also should remember that
90s
Weird Al
ended.
got a movie in the 90s.
We don't need you
UHF,
anymore.
Which
no,
is
no.
Great.
UHF came out in 88.
Well, really? It
Yeah.
was even earlier than that?
Yeah. I remember I was super
Good
young.
Lord.
UHF is the best movie ever.
What does it stand for?
It's nothing. It's just like the name of the station.
Yeah.
No, it does
Yeah.
stand for
Does it,
something.
does it?
Yeah, I don't remember what it stands for, but it stands for something.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was the name of the station in the movie.
When did Fear and Loathing
That would
come out?
stand for something.
Isn't it
Fear and
ultra
Loathing
high
came out in the
frequency?
90s.
It did, eh?
Yeah, that's a good one. Really good one. Good soundtrack.
Yes, great
Yeah.
soundtrack.
White Rabbit.
Very. Yeah. Love
Very
it.
high school movie.
Yeah.
Favorite high school movie?
One of them.
Yeah.
The book is really good.
There's a lot of good like teeny high school movies in the 90s too.
Yes,
like,
there is.
Clueless and
I saw Clueless twice in theaters.
Gobstopper. Anyone see
Jawbreaker.
Gobstopper?
I have. Yeah, so good. What was that other one with that movie Go with God, there's a huge cast in it from the 90s, like all these 90s actors and stuff. There's what's Sarah?
Michelle Gellar.
No.
Jessica Parker.
No, who's in it
Rachel
again? I'm gonna get my phone.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
I confuse Go and
Prince the
Crash all the
Musician.
time when people
Yeah.
are talking about it, and so I don't know which one of those have.
Go
what in
is
it.
just about that movie where like they focus on different characters and they I'm not explaining this well at all.
Like, that's every movie.
I know. I'm like,
Unless
whoa.
It's a biography.
What's that movie where Tom
Multiple
Hanks is on a
characters, okay.
Tom Hanks is on an island?
Castaway.
That's the one.
Wilson.
Yo, that was my nickname in high school. I was not in high school at this point.
Sarah
Middle-
Polley.
Kindergarten.
Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes is in Go.
Your nickname was Wilson?
Yeah, because I was the goal. It was like the only sport I could be approachingly acceptable at was being the goalie and just like blocking the balls. Make the jokes. Make
In
the
volleyball?
Jokes. Sure. No, we couldn't afford it now.
You went from blocking
Um,
balls to taking balls.
Ah, there it
Hey.
is. There it is. Only fellow members, potentially, of the gays can make these jokes. Let that go out.
Bless
That's
you.
Okay. But yeah, I was named Wilson because the soccer ball was named Wilson, and I always got put in net. And every time I let one in, they'd be like, Wilson.
It's kind of cute, but yeah.
Cried many times.
Any favorite horror movies or scores from the 90s? Do you guys
Scream.
watch
I
horror?
was gonna
Scream,
say
yeah,
Scream was
100%.
the-
Such a good movie.
yeah.
I remember when I first saw Scream, the first one, and it was terrifying. I mean, I'm not like, it was actually really scary. And then it just got a little old after that. Like 2 and 3, it was like, yeah, The Mask, whatever.
Two
But
was
the first
still
one,
pretty good.
yeah, it was
The
good.
mask is terrifying.
It
When
is.
He puts on that fucking mask, like
Yeah.
Dude.
bodied. Like I was like, call the coroner.
Revealing childhood story. That actually, I was a kid when that came out. A young kid, and it freaked me out. I had to leave the theater.
Yeah, man.
Aww.
Yeah,
I
my
had to
brother
leave the
loves
theater.
to hang that over my head, but fuck him.
That's so cute.
I had to leave the theater for Dracula Dead and loving it
No.
because I was terrified at age 5 of Leslie Nielsen playing Dracula in Mel Brooks'
That's
final
hilarious.
film comedy.
The first horror movie I've ever seen was Fright Night, and I was 6. I had nightmares
Period.
for weeks. I don't know if you guys seen it, but like
But don't.
it's a vampire movie, and it's terrifying. Even now, I don't get scared anymore. I've seen so many since then, obviously, but
Desensitized now.
yeah,
at this point.
exactly. But that movie destroyed. But it came out in '88, so it doesn't really count.
One of the best theme songs that we forgot
Oh.
was the animated Spider-Man
Yes.
theme
Yeah.
song
Agreed.
and
Was
the
that-
animated
was that,
X-Men
X-Men?
theme
Yeah,
song.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was Joe Perry that wrote that, wasn't it?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was both
Oh,
of
I
them.
didn't know
Luke
that.
Perry?
Arrow fucking Smith.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Sailor
Yeah.
Moon.
Aerosmith
Sailor
had some
Moon.
great
Sailor
albums in the
Moon.
90s.
Aerosmith
Oh,
had some
man.
great albums. Yeah.
That has a lot of fun
Leaning
chords. That has like a
by
C minor
daylight.
So many
7
things, yeah.
in it. That's
Never
a
running
fancy
from a real
chorus
fight.
for Sailor Moon. I'm just saying. That's like a jazz chord.
Well-
Did Amy Winehouse write that theme song?
Yeah, I know. We were talking about Aerosmith though. Aerosmith, what was that album that they released in the 90s with Crazy and like
Clay?
yeah.
The one with the cow udder, the
that what it
piercing in it.
Yes.
Oh no.
That was Ether,
just-
Covers
not
back
Ether
then.
Rich.
Just a
No,
whole
No,
other
that's
world.
that's not the album name, is it?
No.
Utter.
Should have been called cow udder with a piercing in it.
I know they
You're
released
trash.
9 Lives in the 90s. Like I know.
Yeah.
Pink
9 Lives
at
there.
least. That
Wait.
had like Pink. It had.
No, Pink was
Pink.
Pink was in the 2000s.
Pink the
You know what?
No,
I remember that
saying
was the
the
big
song
ones
Pink.
compilation of Aerosmith. Was
Not the singer Pink. The song Pink.
No, I
Aerosmith
know
had a song
that.
called-
I'm pretty
Singer
sure that
too,
came out in
no?
the 2000s.
Pink the singer too was like 99.
Yeah.
She had like
Yes.
I'm coming up, so
You
you
better
better
get this party started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never was a fan of
This
Pink.
party started on a Saturday night.
Christina Aguilera was, I think, 90s.
Yep.
Yo.
The 90s gave us some of the best singers
Yeah.
Fun fact
and some of the worst bands.
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Christina.
Let's talk about Let's talk about the worst bands of the 90s.
Oof.
Let's like.
Aerosmith.
Wow.
No.
Fuck you.
First of all, they came out in the 70s, but anyways.
Whatever, I wasn't alive.
But they weren't writing their own songs in the 80s into the 90s. So
Yes.
were they the same Aerosmith?
Is that
Question
the
Hey
to be
man,
posed.
Ragdoll is one of the best songs
Oh.
ever.
For whoever wrote it. And Aerosmith then performed it. It's great.
Great.
Yeah.
Pink, 1997.
Oh, okay. Could've
Off
sworn
the
it
album
was-
9 Lives. Double.
So what's the album then? I'm trying to think of the one with the cow on the cover.
That's the one that's like, don't want the world to see me.
'Cause
That
I
is,
don't that's Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Goo Goo Dolls. Will.
That's off of
The worst.
Dizzy Up the Girl?
The worst.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Oh,
Okay, so
Collective Soul.
worst-
Okay, but they
Collective
have-
Soul.
Collective
Collective
Soul is
Soul.
one of
Talk
the
about
worst.
Collective Soul.
They're one of the worst bands in the 90s. Alanis Morissette is another worst.
Oh,
That was her.
Jagged Little Pill was legit though.
Thank you,
fuck
Lee.
that album.
I mean, I can't stand for Alanis Morissette anymore, and yeah, she fell off with that weird performance of "Ironic" that came back now.
Oh, God, I don't even wanna know.
YouTube it.
Savage Garden.
Get a grip. Okay, that's
Oh,
Yo,
no, no,
no,
Savage Garden was terrible.
I feel like they should get a
Oh, I
pass
want
because they had
you,
a
I
couple
don't
of
know if I
good
need you.
songs.
I hate Savage
What's
Garden.
that one that was in
Cherry
Lost in
Cola?
Translation? Or with the
Who
ugly
else
one
was
from
there?
Who's Line?
There was
really
Creed.
Creed. Yeah, but
Creed.
Creed,
Oh, Creed's
like
flames.
they
Creed
were
is
bad. He came
bad.
out with Scott's
Real bad.
Stapp has a new solo album coming out,
Good
and
for
it's
him.
actually like
No.
Oh, so he's not being
No.
chased by the Illuminati anymore?
We don't
No.
need any more Scott Stapp. No more Scott Stapp.
Wow. This is the first time I've ever seen
Passionately
Andrew
in this
mad about
interview.
something.
yeah, but Andrew, it's not like it's still Scott Stapp, but it's not terrible.
You just said Scott Stapp,
What is-
and then that's not terrible. That directly contradicts one another.
You're fired from your own magazine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
What is the Aerosmith song though? Just to bring it back, that was
Okay.
every school dance, the high school dance song from Aerosmith.
Don't wanna
From
miss a thing.
Armageddon.
Maybe it's
Don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, I don't want to miss a thing.
I don't wanna- yeah, but that's-
I got it confused.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss a thing, because I miss most things most of the time.
Yeah.
You
close.
remember that song very differently.
Yeah,
than I do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What else
I
was
was
there?
6.
Okay, so there was Savage Garden that sucked. Collective Soul sucks. Alanis Morissette sucks.
Okay,
I would say
watch
Collective
it.
Soul does not suck.
Less is more. Said.
Collective
All
Soul
right,
put out
Lizzie.
some pretty good jams, I would
Who?
argue. Collective Soul.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
No, they're worse than Scott Stapp as a whole.
Lost Ketchup.
I don't think.
Remember
you-
Lost
Oh
Ketchup?
my God! I say they
That doesn't
hate.
make sense.
Ha.
That was
now we're-
2000 for sure.
Oh, get a course.
That was
Get a
2000.
lawyer. I need
Was
to
it?
see this in
Lost
print.
Ketchup was 2000.
That was definitely
I
2000.
need-
Whatever. It's a
Adult.
great fucking song.
Okay, so what else? What else was? Okay, let's
Shitty
talk about
90s?
shitty 90s stuff.
Our
So
Lady
many.
Peace is debatable, but don't you dare come.
Fuck
for
off!
the-
I
No
fucking
way.
love
Thank
it.
you.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
right. I'm
I love
with the
Our
right
Lady
company
Peace.
for that. I forgot.
I love Our Lady Peace.
True.
I don't
Somebody
trust
bust
anyone
out
who
an Our
doesn't
Lady
like Our
Peace
Lady
song that
Peace.
isn't innocent
Yeah,
or
you're kind of a wrong
life.
person.
Right now. This
You don't
is-
like Our Lady
No, I
Peace?
love
Got
Our Lady
one?
Peace. I'm saying I'm agreeing with
Superman's
you.
Dead.
It doesn't
that's,
happen
that's
often.
a bit of a classic as well.
Yeah.
Can anyone name an offbeat, like off-brand Our Lady Peace song that isn't like Superman's Dead, Life, Innocent, or
Birdman.
Oh my God!
Birdman was my favorite.
Thief.
The first
fuck
Naveed
it.
is
Naveed.
like
Starseed.
Yeah.
amazing.
Naveed is one of my
Yeah.
favorite albums of all
Happiness
time.
is not a
In
Yeah.
Repair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
One Man Army.
Happiness is
Fucking.
great.
Spiritual Machine.
Is anybody home?
Yeah.
Machine.
Oh,
that,
man.
that song on Clumsy, 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I can't remember if it's 3
Yeah.
4 a.m.
It's
Yeah.
4
There's
4
a
a.m.
3 a.m.
is
song
great.
and a 4 a.m. song in the 90s. One is
Yeah.
Matchbox 20 and one is...
So one is good.
No, they're both good.
Okay, so one
To bring up a relevant
Yep.
90s topic to Our Lady Peace and bad music, which I'm going to be going
Don't
to.
you put that
Hey, you're a dick.
Yeah, you watch it.
Well, hold on, it's going to get worse because at the Champlain Valley Fair this year, already we're jumping to the highest levels of greatness here. There's a tour coming through that has Bush, Live, and Our Lady Peace.
Yeah, I was upset
What?
about
I am
that.
going to that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
100%.
Still
That's going to
alive?
happen. Yeah.
God damn.
Live is back together now. They were broken up and they were fighting and they were
See,
two
those three
people
bands
together.
and a Demolition
It's gonna
Derby.
be so good.
This
You know
may
what?
ruffle a lot of feathers, but I hate Bush.
I saw Bush
Hate-
for $17 at the Spectrum.
That sounds
I like to brag about that.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's $7
Also,
more
Gavin
than I
is
would
very
spend
hot.
to see Bush.
I saw Bush open for Nickelback and then left before Nickelback played.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
that's
good call. That's
W
the
or some
best
band
call.
named-
Nickelback are better than Bush.
Also,
Bush,
Gavin
that-
is married to
Wow,
Gwen
kill
Stefani.
yourself.
Are
They
you
divorced.
talking
Nickelback
about?
Of course
Whoa.
You are
Wow.
clearly a drunk person, sir. You
I
have
am
Fucking
no idea.
sober.
fighting words.
And Nickelback are better than Bush.
I will fucking
Is it not
murder you.
Bush? We should be saying Bush X. It's Canada.
There's a
right?
No.
couple
They
good
can. They're
Nickelback
back to
songs,
Bush.
right?
Oh, they're back to Bush.
They're back to
now.
Bush.
I really like
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Bottom of every
I'm definitely the
bottle
only
one.
person
You're
at
also
this- on
giant
this
You know
podcast
what?
who does.
In Syd's defense, Nickelback did release some good shit in the 90s. Like way before their
The first
shit
album
now.
that they
the
that they
very
don't
first
ever
Silver
mention.
Side
Yeah.
Up or
No,
whatever.
they play
yeah.
shit from
that
that
album
album.
was good.
They play shit from that.
No,
album.
admittedly,
They
that was a
deny
good
it
album.
exists all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, they still play shit from
Was
it today.
This is how you
live,
remind me?
in
Was that
concert.
90s or was that
Promise you.
90s.
That was
They
90s.
just
90s.
don't for all of their
Yeah.
like.
Every time,
Played it.
every time
It's
someone
great.
asks them about it, they're like, "Oh, we don't like to talk about it," and then they just move on as if it didn't exist.
So what about
You're
we're jumping a lot to different things here. So what about like our most upsetting, deaths in the 90s? Not Kurt Cobain, but anyone else.
Lane Staley, easy.
Lane Staley.
Yeah. I mean,
For me
Tupac, man.
it was Shannon Hoon. That was a hard
Oh,
one.
yeah. Blind
that
Melon,
was
yeah.
Blind Melon. Andy Wood. Andy Wood died in 91. Yeah, from Mother Love Bone. Then we had who else? We had a lot of heroin
A lot of
overdoses
ODs, yeah.
in the 90s. Now I'm like drawing a blank, but there were so many. There was Lane, there was Shannon, there was Andy, there was Kurt.
I think it might have been early 2000s, but the actor that played Ernest in all the Ernest movies, he died.
I didn't even know
Oh,
that.
you never? Oh, yeah. It may have been either late 90s or early 2000s, but yeah, I remember hearing
when
he
did-
died, and I was super bummed out because those movies were
Yeah,
fucking
those movies are
funny.
awesome. Yeah.
When did Chris Farley die?
Oh, Chris Farley died in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right at the
Yes.
end of
Were the 90s
Right
also
after, like,
River Phoenix and
Beverly-
that
River
that crew that went
Phoenix.
through?
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. 90s,
She's from
2000s?
Salt and Pepper.
I think
TLC.
That was in the.
That was in the 2000s.
Yeah.
That was in the 2000s?
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of.
We all just got really sad all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
we just
Yeah.
brought this down.
I do
a
that.
lot.
I do that. I do that. Sorry.
Now y'all are on my level.
I bring it down.
Why
to the
couldn't the
darkness.
singer of Collective Soul die?
How about people
Yes.
from the 90s who are still massively successful today?
Mark fucking Hamill.
Yeah, well, from the 90s,
From the
really?
Yeah,
Wait.
like,
No.
No,
he's
you're
not
right.
from
You've
the
seen
80s.
Star Wars,
Yeah.
right? Like,
He's still alive.
Yeah, only a couple of times.
Okay, good.
There was. Okay.
I feel like
still
you enjoy
successful.
parts of
Was
that
Mark
universe.
Hamill-
Maybe.
Justin
Mark Hamill-
Timberlake.
Oh, no.
Died in the
Timberlake.
90s?
No.
Still
Yes.
successful.
He's still successful.
I was
Holograms
too young to
all the way
understand
now.
Or care about the concept of death at this point, so I was just happy-go-lucky gays.
So there's so Justin Timberlake is doing well. He's acting. He's singing.
He's just the best person.
like
He's
Green
great.
Day, maybe.
Green
They're
Day.
still pretty active. and-
Yeah, but they suck
Successful?
Yeah.
Still?
Well,
Tub thumping. That's a song.
I
from
mean,
the
they're
90s.
selling out a lot of places. Like,
Green
I'd
Day are
still give
fucking
it to
awesome
Green
live,
Day.
and I'll defend them to the death.
yeah,
Red
I
Hot
mean,
Chili
But
Peppers.
their last
Yep.
major album that was
Oh,
a
they've just been
success,
repeating themselves over and over.
Yeah,
Like,
it was.
but they're still
Outcast.
managing to sell them.
Yeah.
Which is,
Outcast are also not
Outcast
still
is
together.
still. They're
CeeLo?
not.
They're at Oshiaga like 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Okay.
But they're not like releasing new music, are they? If
No, I
Outcast
think-
releases new music, somebody needs to tell
No, I
me
don't
right
think
now.
they
Sid just got very excited. Like, wait, are they? Hold on.
I think it was just like the hits sort of tour.
CeeLo
reunion
Green
thing.
was the 90s.
Yeah, but like still successful now.
CeeLo Green.
Eminem?
Yeah, is he?
Yeah.
Eminem.
The
Eminem?
fun-
Eminem.
Eminem.
Latest album is
Yeah.
amazing.
What about
The-
that great dude Marilyn Manson? He's still
Yeah.
doing good stuff.
Fuck
Yeah,
him.
he's almost like
Nick Cage.
Unlike
Yeah.
that
motherfucker.
good
He's
dude
a
T.
parody of
Reznor,
himself
who is,
right now.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh Trent,
Nice
Nine
shirt, by the
Inch
way.
I miss you. Put out another album soon. That's good, Trent,
Trent?
Reznor.
Yeah.
Please do
I'm not
that.
the only
He's
one
just
who
big
notices
into, like,
that Andrew is wearing a Nine Inch
movies,
Nails shirt, right?
and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
We
love-
all came in some kind of 90s attire.
I did not.
You look
Yeah.
like a 90s midlife crisis.
Thank
Andrew, well, fuck Andrew. You truly look like something out of Friends. Honestly.
That's the opening credits to Friends right there.
Best singer you've had all day, Greenberg.
Lee's a beach hippie in any generation,
No,
and Liz
he's-
and I
he's
are rocking
Austin
red plaid
Kutcher.
because grunge life, bitch.
Yeah, grunge life.
My own skin is
The-
my attire from the 90s. It was created then in Canada.
Yeah, fuck you, Jason.
Yeah, fuck you, Jason.
Fight me, bitch.
Only a good
I
comeback
miss
on
the
gays.
90s. I do
want
miss
my
the
comeback
90s
in
though.
the-
Really,
Dad's
Liz? You don't
chin.
say.
Yeah,
You miss the
there
90s,
was-
do you?
there
Is
was
that
so
not the
much-
reason we're in this fucking room?
No, it was okay. Don't put this all on me. Everybody agreed on this topic. But
I actually have a very fond memory of a 90s thing, and Liz and I, when Alice in Chains, like a little bit before they released Devil Put Dinosaurs here, they were still like touring out Blackest Way to Blue, and my darling best friend over here, whom I love and worship, was so very wrong and would refuse to hear any new Alice in Chains because she was adamant that there's no way William Duvall could at all live up to Lane Staley.
Well, he doesn't,
She's
but that's
right.
not the point.
thank you.
No, but
If
the
we're
new Alice in
talking-
Chains
if we're
record is
talking
great.
great.
notes on a
Yeah,
piano,
yeah.
if we're talking notes on a piano, and I know I'm gonna get yelled at in a second, so hold your motherfucking horses. If we're talking notes on a piano, William Duvall is a better singer skill-wise. Raw talent, lightning bolt from God, obviously Lane Staley.
I mean, listen, I'm not. I
You can't
like
tell me the
Alice
new
in
albums
Chains.
aren't good. You can't tell me the new
I
albums aren't
fucking
good.
love Blackest Way to Blue and Devil Put Dinosaurs here. They're both great albums.
Yeah,
Not because of William Duvall.
You know what though?
absolutely because of William Duvall.
William-
It's because of fucking Jerry Cantrell
It's both
doing
of them.
his
Jerry
fucking thing.
Cantrell
Absolutely
is
both of them.
amazing, but
But he couldn't do Alice in Chains on his own.
No,
William-
he needs a figurehead.
Yeah.
he's a very, very good singer. I don't even want to compare him to Lane, but yes, he does do a very good Lane. And I'm sure if Lane were still alive today and he took care of himself and quit the drugs and whatever, he would
Alice in
probably
Chains
be
would
just as
suck.
He wouldn't.
What?
He wouldn't be Lane. That's the
No,
thing.
that- yeah,
It
that's- Lane is
was
like
his
a
horrible
broken-
drug addiction
yeah.
and his horrible substance abuse problems that made
That made
Lane
him-
Lane.
yeah.
But that fond memory is I was at that show with my other best friend, James. I miss you. Please come home. And I called Liz during. Was it Rooster or Nutshell?
It was Rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
But I was
Called her
at that
during Rooster.
Wasn't I
and
at
if
that
I'm
show?
not mistaken, I'm pretty sure you started crying and go, God damn it, it sounds so good.
Jason, I was at that show.
No, you came to the second time they
Oh,
came. You didn't
yeah,
come to the
second
first one.
Yeah, no, the first one I
Because
didn't
you
go.
wouldn't believe me. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
need
was
to
like,
hear the
fuck
new
that.
stuff, man. It's really good. It's not going to be the same.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, but I can't. It's like when we went to go see Stone Temple Pilots with that fucking
Okay, that's different.
freak.
They just dressed a guy up like.
That was
That's true. He is doing his
No.
best impression.
it was the freakiest thing. Like, how can a band accept that? They have
Except that they
Scott
practically-
Weiland #2
I actually
performing.
like their new record. Like,
Yes.
it's not.
Yeah, but you're
No.
also perpetually wrong. No, they straight up dug up Scott Weiland, took the clothes he was buried in, and dressed their new singer in it.
So creepy.
And we're like, all right, we're going to sit here and keep your fucking eyelids open with toothpicks. You're going to watch every single video of our old singer we ever made.
Clockwork Orange styles.
And you're going to become him.
You're going to become Scott.
I mean, that's what AC/DC did in the 80s.
That's true.
Like, so much of me thinks that they're pumping this guy full of heroin just so he acts more like Scott Weiland.
Oh man, that's rough.
Is anyone in Ween dead yet? Ween's a great 90s band.
Ween is good. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
I forgot
thought
about
about
Ween.
Ween for a long
Ween.
time.
They have huge titties on the front of one of their albums. How do you not remember that?
What song?
Believe it or
I'll put
not,
some Ween on.
we straight people see lots of titties on a daily basis.
Whatever.
They all kind
It
of blend into
melts together in one
themselves.
uniboob, and we're all fucking ready to move on.
I don't know where you're going that you're seeing all these titties every day.
Yeah, can we?
I'm sorry,
I
Sid.
have
I've touched a tit in my life.
I'm
I
gonna
know
find
that's
a
really hard
good
for you to
Ween
accept.
Touch my own.
Remember-
One day, we'll get you there one day, buddy.
Remember the band Tripping Daisy?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I got a girl, she lives with me.
Wasn't that the only
Oh,
song
so
that
wholesome.
they had?
Like
that
I'm
they
trying to.
did?
What's a good
Marriage.
Ween song? Like
Like Hard Night. You bring the razor blade, I'll bring the speed. That's a fun one. The gays are
Here
gonna
it
cover
is.
that on our
Oh.
next song.
well, no.
I enjoyed HIV.
Zoloft.
That was a good
HIV?
one.
Zola.
What?
or
Careful with the
that
company
one?
you're keeping in this interview.
oh, and
That
spinal
took many of
meningitis.
my people.
Spinal meningitis got me down is a good one too.
Spinal meningitis.
That's a great Ween song.
What is this
Oh, yeah,
band?
that is a
Yeah,
good-
How did I miss out
I
on
missed
trying
the
to
Ween
find,
train,
like, a
and that
attractive
sounds
thing
super
going
gay,
down.
but
Yo,
I missed the Ween train.
I missed the Ween. Had
Okay,
to
I'm
wean
just gonna put
myself off
something-
Ween in the later years, but the first albums, they have one called Quebec.
Freaking YouTube ads.
I was like, I know this song.
Is this Hey Mickey?
Ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Fucking verbatim Hey Mickey.
I don't know this. I put this Ween song on.
Oops.
Sounds like a dud.
This does not fit the titles that you were just.
Put on Zoloft. That's a good
Okay.
Ween song. God.
Okay.
Are all their
Need
songs
that
drugs
tea.
and like diseases or
Zoloft.
Zoloft.
They sort of just did like ridiculous. I mean, they just did like ridiculous songs.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
everything was a new.
Yeah.
So they were like
Yeah.
System of a Down before
Like they
System
had
of a
the
Down
one-
type
No,
thing.
because they had less structure to them.
This is Zoloft.
I love you, Ween.
Me too. Thank you. I thought we were two standing up for Ween. They're Canadian, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah, they have an
There's a
album
big
called
Quebec logo.
It occurs to me that I don't know much
Yeah.
about Ween or if they're doing anything.
So that's
I'm
Ween.
happy.
This sounds like the 90s.
Very.
But on the it's like the one before that is the one that's like, you bring the razor blade, I'll bring the speed. It's gonna be a long night. Same. I think I vibe with that.
Same.
Like, every time I go with Greenberg, he brings the razor blade, I bring the speed, and Leroy brings the Zoloft, and it's a fucking three-way.
Jesus.
Not finishing that sentence o'clock party.
How come I was never invited?
I don't remember
I don't know
any
what I
of
would
this.
bring
It's an
though.
equipment thing, I promise.
Yeah. More than likely.
This is where
Totally
Jason
a
thinks he's
gender
seeing all
thing.
the titties
Yeah.
all the time.
I don't have the
Pectorals to
Yeah,
hold up
or
the
that.
weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Willie over here has got a particular thing for me gorilla pressing him.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god, one time at Turbo House.
One time?
This one.
Okay, every weekend. God, I get one fucking Russian car bomb in me and fucking green.
I swear you just started hounding the place for
Hey,
it.
what's a Russian car bomb?
I made it up.
I want to know what a
Sounds
Russian.
very accurate, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fuck, I used to be a bartender and make that shit up all the time. Like, you want a loose nip? I'll fucking slam you up in there with a Singapore sling me a bongo. This comes from
Love
being
it.
in circus and having to invent the moves I teach.
Just
to
start
people.
saying like random but perfectly regular things like
Yeah.
the weather outside is nice today.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, it's just vodka. I
It's really just vodka.
But here we call it a train of thorns. They go with it. They're wasted, and I have good teeth. Fuck off.
Yep.
Take it. Anyways. About
Now I'm thinking
this
of-
weekend at Turbo House, Greenberg. Get that
Oh.
press on, okay?
Okay, I'm curious.
I'll be there for you, sweetie.
One
Don't
on the
worry.
neck.
Now I'm thinking of like 90s commercials because you were talking about alcohol, and I'm just thinking of like funny like 90s
When was
Fucking
commercials.
Kool-Aid, man.
commercial?
The what?
The Juicy Fruit commercial.
It's gonna move ya,
Yeah.
get your skis
Shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya.
Okay,
Take a sniff.
Relatively certain
No, it's
that
probably
was,
a stick.
early 2000s.
I don't know why
Yeah,
I said
pretty
sniff.
No, it's
Take a
sniff.
sniff. Is it sniff?
Yeah, I had an argument with someone and I was wrong. I thought it was stick, and apparently it is sniff.
Take a sniff
Huh.
of
Or
juicy
there's
fruit.
Mentos, which
The fresh
Foo
maker.
Fighters.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Foo
Yeah,
Fighters
Foo
did
Fighters.
a. Yeah. What else was there? There was some really like stupid commercials in the 90s. Or
any Kool-Aid Man commercial.
Oh, there was that YTV one where it's just like, nobody's good at everything, but everybody's good at something. And what's your thing? And then that kid's like, bugs.
They also had why
Fun
be you
fact,
when you
the
got
gaze
you.
was actually that kid. Stop telling my secrets! Stop it!
I don't know why, but I just thought of that like Hooked on Phonics thing. I don't know if it was
Yes.
a commercial, but it was like an
My
ad
grandma
or
was
something.
A-okay with
That
that.
was
Reading
90s.
fucking Rainbow and shit.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Wishbone.
The Canadian Food Guide. Where's that been since the 90s?
Oh, Hal
I've been
Johnson and
eating
Joanne
cheese
McLeod
slices and
commercials.
salted
Body
water.
break.
Body break. Body break.
yeah.
Oh, I wanted to
That's a
punch
classic
them
Body
both.
break. Body break.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill them.
Yeah,
like
they were the
destroy.
worst.
They were
Hey.
the worst.
They were
have a
too
successful
fucking
love
happy.
life, and I bet the sex they have is off the wall. Okay.
No one gets that happy exercising. They're obviously on
No.
drugs.
And
Yes.
boning. Like they're definitely boning.
Well,
sure.
they were married.
Oh yeah, in the 90s, back when people boned even when they were
No,
married.
they didn't have sex. They just got off on exercising.
Lord knows that doesn't happen now.
Yeah,
Yep.
everyone's all fucking pitching for gay marriage. I'm like, no, please don't take my sex life away.
Oh my god, that's gold.
That's gold. ABBA gold. That was in the 90s. ABBA's gold.
Ace of
record.
Base.
Ace of Base.
Base.
Oh,
Saw
that's
the sign.
right.
Opened up my eyes. I
See,
saw
I
the
never
sign.
liked that one because I never knew I'd be having any babies. I knew I'd never be having any babies, so I was all for the sign. The sign. Come on, that one has a.
I play that one
Sign is
often
good.
when I DJ. I play the sign. People seem to dig it.
Under the pale moon. For so many years, I've wondered who you are.
Oh, you know what came out in the 90s? Batman Forever and the accompanying I swear I can talk today.
Rose.
That's the song.
Yes.
Kiss from
That
a
is a
Rose.
banger.
Oh.
Yes.
Seal.
Yeah.
I actually-
Also,
only
the
a turbo
U2
house
track
when
on that
Greenberg
was
is
good. What was
wasted.
it? Kiss Me.
I don't know. It wasn't
Me,
Kiss from a
Kill
Rose, so
Me.
it's totally irrelevant. It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
the one Kiss Me in the
Oh, the
Moonlight one?
the
The
YouTube
U2 song. Yeah. Kiss Me, Kill Me, Love Me, Thrill Me, something.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
fine,
was.
okay.
That
Weird
was-
Al, Weird Al
that
did a
might be
really,
the
really good
only
parody of that
good-
one.
Yeah. U2
Wait.
song.
Hey,
No.
Beautiful
That
Day is
isn't
a
on
banger.
Joshua Tree.
Joshua Tree. Come
Yeah.
on.
Well, that isn't on Joshua Tree.
Also,
It's probably the best
arguably
one.
the most
Yeah.
important song ever came out in the 90s, Smash Mouth's All Star.
Oh my God.
Okay.
True.
How many? Are you trying
No.
to break a record for
When
how
did
many
this
times
come
you make me
back?
want to punch you in the face?
It's been in every movie, on every soundtrack, since for the last one.
Shrek isn't every movie, you monkey
Shrek is
bitch.
every movie. Shrek is life.
It was
Onions have
actually in a
layers.
lot of movies. Now that I'm
It was
thinking
in
about
Rat Race.
Yeah.
It was in
American Pie.
American Pie.
Yeah.
It was all over the fucking place. It's still all over the fucking place.
It is. It's still being played. It's true. That is a very. I don't understand. I don't know what
get
it
it
is with
either.
that song.
They had a few hits too, though. They had,
Yeah.
like,
They had a
Walking on the
couple,
Sun
but
was
they
pretty
never
big.
matched All Star.
No, of course not.
Hey man.
They weren't a one-hit
All
wonder. Like,
Star.
a lot of people think they were a one-hit wonder.
Did they have anything besides
Walking on the
Staring at the
Sun,
Sun
Casey
or
and the
Walking on the
Sunshine
Sun?
Can't Get Enough of You, Baby. I think
I
it's a
can't
cover,
get
but-
enough of
Oh
you,
yeah,
baby.
that's another one that
Wait,
played
what
everywhere.
the-
Yeah.
Smash Mouth.
They had
Who was
a
the one that was
few.
competing with Smash Mouth a minute ago?
Hmm?
You said there were no Smash Mouth though. No.
No, I said there was no song that they ever released that could compete with All Star,
True. True. Okay, sorry.
Can't argue that.
except maybe their cover of "I'm a Believer."
True.
Which was also on the
That's
Shrek
another
soundtrack.
Original.
Yeah.
Shrek Ridge.
Was Shrek 90s?
Yeah.
Not that old.
Yeah.
No, Shrek was no.
99.
Wait.
No.
One
no,
of
no,
the
no, no.
Shreks.
I'm pretty
Had to
sure
be
it
in the
was.
No.
I'm
I'm
gonna check.
actually almost certain it was like 2001 or something.
Something like that.
Let me.
yeah.
I'll
was
double
early
check.
2000s.
I'll get the facts
It's
here.
going to be 2000 right on the nose.
I
Yeah.
will get the facts in.
Then
just
we'll all be right and wrong.
Reasons we should
This-
have
New Year's Day
computer
2000.
team.
2001.
Ah.
2001.
Okay.
On the fucking button,
Yeah.
bitch.
Okay.
Also, when 9/11 happened, well,
Oh.
2001, not the 90s.
I thought it was 2011. 9/11.
2011. Well,
And I'm not a doctor.
9/11.
And there goes our American audience.
Yeah.
Do we have one?
Do we have an audience
If we
at
did,
all? That is the
we
question.
don't anymore.
was there anything similar to that in the 90s? Like the
For what?
OJ thing?
Well, the
OJ
9/11
cartoons?
thing?
Fuck, we have
There
a-
was
like,
the-
like a huge
Like a
news story
galvanizing
that-
Unabomber.
Yeah, Unabomber. Yeah.
Unabomber,
that's
the Oklahoma bombing
yeah,
thing.
The riots.
The riots,
Michael
the-
Jackson
riots?
scandal started in the 90s, if I'm not
Pez?
mistaken.
What about Michael Jackson? If only we would
Fucking
have known
disaster.
something.
Yeah.
Just the worst
Just
thing.
like R. Kelly. If only we would have known something in the 90s.
Oh, Kelly, stop peeing on me.
There was the
R.
Bowling
Kelly,
for
start
Columbine
peeing on me.
shootings.
My fucking
Yeah.
career
Oh, yeah.
could use a jump start right now.
I think it was just called the Columbine
Yeah,
shootings.
The Bowling for Columbine. No, that was
The movie
documentary,
documentary.
right?
Yeah, about Columbine. Yeah.
Which, of
Well,
course, we all know
Where
Marilyn
they-
Manson
where they
caused.
killed those
And
kids with
video
all those
games,
bowling
and video
balls?
games.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Also let me state, Beaudry Metro, horribly designed for those escalators that are just a sliding ramp. All it would take was
I
one homophobe with a
know.
bowling ball, and we have a bunch of queens that will never walk in heels again. Okay.
That
Is
is
it open
That
now?
trips me out.
spectacular image. I don't know.
I know. Now we know who
You
did
have
it. If it
so
ever
much
happens.
fucking free time on your hands, don't you?
Set them up. And knock 'em
Yeah,
down.
I'm a musician. Got enough time to be here. Oh, sorry, Bucketlist. Sorry. I will never sass you again. I'll never sass you again. I'll never sass you again.
Yeah,
We're
Marilyn
here 'cause
Manson and
we love
Eminem
the
caused a
praise.
lot of tragedies in the 90s.
What were some
According to the media.
Well, Marilyn Manson was just the name itself. I remember I got kicked out of school, not kicked out of school, but like kicked out for the day for wearing my Manson shirt.
Yeah, that was in a lot of schools.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
would send kids home for
Yeah.
wearing Marilyn Manson T-shirts.
because
Yep.
pro Charles Manson.
But he
Not
was
allowed to blow
blamed.
yourself.
He would
With
go.
the
He
ribs
would go on
back.
religious television and be interviewed and have very civil conversations with them in the 90s. That was great.
Yes.
Yeah,
dressed
back when
head
he
to
was,
toe
like,
in
relatively a human being, and
dresses
not
and-
Nicolas Cage.
Remember when
Nelly
industrial
Furtado.
music
Nicolas
was
Cage.
popular?
Who?
Oh,
Is
I
fine.
miss industrial
Sorry,
music.
what was that, Andrew?
Industrial.
Remember when industrial music's popular? I miss industrial music.
Industrial music is still.
No, it's not.
No,
Not
you're
the way
right.
it used to be.
It's-
Definitely
that's true.
not.
Isn't
That was
metal-
Just
very
because
much
Skinny
90s.
Puppy
Very
keeps putting stuff
industrial.
out. Depends.
Industrial Revolution pun. Metal, copper, steel, metal, industrial.
You were
What
also
was
doing
Coal Chamber?
textiles. Yeah.
That's true. But nobody really
Which
cares
one?
about
You're
it.
a
Cold
fucking
Chamber.
pin drop.
Cold
Oh,
Chamber
Cold Chamber.
are awful.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're awful.
First
No.
record is real bad, and then after that, it got just so much better.
that
They're
again.
No.
It's weird because them and Devil Driver
Okay,
did
guys,
the same
too
thing.
many people talking. Sorry,
I really
Andrew,
like
go
Devil
ahead.
Driver.
It's like Cold Chamber and Devil Driver start off with one like album that everyone hated, and then after that they got progressively more liked by people, and then they plateaued out, and now Cold
no,
Chamber's gone.
it's
Cold
Just
Chamber
Dez.
never got good.
What are you
Devil
talking-
Driver got
That's-
pretty
That's
good.
not true. That's
Okay.
not true. Cold
Cold Chamber
was
did a
good.
tour recently too.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
heavy.
they-
It was
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was.
On the what was that album called?
Didn't you wear his fucking fishnet shirt and everything?
Yep.
Oh
of
my
course.
God.
Of course.
I saw Cold Chamber
Fucking
like
terrible.
open for I think Korn or something in the
Yeah.
90s.
Man.
Corn's pretty good.
Yeah, Korn was.
Corn were pretty good in the 90s.
Yeah.
blind.
In the 90s.
The Corn's so good now.
The
Corn's
chorus.
okay now.
Okay, come on. The last record was
Yeah.
decent.
Breathless. Oh, my Irish heritage sings to that.
Yeah, the chorus were good. What else was there?
Deftones was good in the 90s.
yeah.
Deftones was good
No
in the
doubt.
90s.
New metal.
No doubt.
Another
was good
one
in the 90s.
you were convinced
Yeah.
could
Golden
never
Sugar
be as
Ray
good
was
again.
good in the 90s.
I don't like Deftones now though. I don't like what they're
that
coming out with
Len
now.
Song. The one Len song. The one hit
Still My
wonder.
Sunshine.
Still my
Yeah.
sunshine.
Can't
Yeah.
tell me that is an amazing record. You're wrong.
Stuck with Adrenaline.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good
Prozac.
album.
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's-
Morissette.
No, let's not mention her name. No, I'm sad about Rage because that's the one band that I still have not seen.
Nobody's seen Rage Against
Gonna
the Machine.
be-
I've never met one person that's seen Rage.
I-
Even Rage
know
Against the
one
Machine
person.
hasn't seen
No.
Rage Against the Machine.
There's just videos on the internet that appeared.
Right.
That would be a good one.
Real talk,
Sarah
though, Prophets of
McLachlan?
Rage is really goddamn entertaining.
Yeah, that's
a
what I.
fucking
also
great
do
act.
this, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I really can't say anything bad about that band.
yeah. I mean, they're trying. They're bringing it back. Without Zach, but bringing it back without Zach. But
I
Whoa,
have
you
a, I have
can
a
rap.
friend from
Yeah, I thought you said you
France
couldn't
that was telling me
freestyle.
how much he loved Prophets of Rage, but I thought he said Professor Fridge because he used the French accent. Just like, I love this new band, Professor Rage. And I thought the band was called Professor Fridge. And I just needed
great.
to say that.
Everyone out there right now, Professor Fridge, get on that. Get on it right now.
Do it.
Just give me the name of my first album.
Sarah McLachlan. Building
Oh,
a mystery. Come out at night.
on.
Yeah. Endlessly. Sarah Harmer.
Lilith Fair. What?
Oh,
Sarah Harmer.
Lilith Fair,
Basement
yeah.
apartment.
There was
Lilith
like
Fair.
50 like solo female musicians that
Yeah.
were huge in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Fiona
just like
Apple. Natalie.
Natalie
Fiona
Imbruglia.
Apple is my
Nelly
bae.
Furtado.
Nelly Furtado.
You just grab your titties and go,
Woo! My own titties.
I can't
Of our
stand
Savior's
know where my
name.
soul is.
Oh my God,
Fucking
Nelly
love
Furtado,
that
I know you
song.
released a new album. Only I Like It. Call me.
I actually tried for Will's birthday. I sent an email to Natalie. I keep saying Natalie Julia. I keep getting mixed up.
A poor man's potato. A poor man's potato.
To Nelly Furtado's publicist. And I'm like, hey. Yeah, and I tried to get her to send me a video wishing Will a happy birthday, but they never responded.
You did not want me to shit my very own pants
I
in
do,
front of
though.
you, okay?
I want you to do
much
that.
rather you
Only
shit someone
after a
else's
weekend
pants.
full of ketamine do I become incontinent, okay?
How did you start that email? Though? Like, hey, I know Nelly's not doing much these days. Could
You shut your whore mouth, Syd Ghan. What have you
Listen
done
up,
recently?
other Nelly.
How about that? Okay.
I mean, if you're comparing me to Nelly Furtado, that's not good for Nelly Furtado.
I wasn't.
Oh.
Okay, Nelly Furtado, real, if you're listening, you're not. I know your last album bombed, but that's the best time to get on my album, okay? You need to be relevant again. The gay is very relevant. We love
Nelly
you.
Furtado.
Do it, Nelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it, Nelly. Can somebody get this podcast to her?
I will get it
It's
to
the only
her.
reason
Also,
I
if you
came.
can get Nelly on that record
Who?
to the top,
You mean like Nelly the rapper?
like Nelly the rapper.
with Nelly Furtado.
A
with
poor
Nelly
man's
Furtado.
Nelly
So it's like
Furtado.
Nelly
It
Square.
would get
yeah,
pretty hot
exactly.
here, I must say.
featuring Nelly
Oh.
Square. That sounds great.
Oh my
Let's
God.
do this.
Whatever.
You'd be number one.
Nelly, call me. No, Furtado. Fuck off, whatever the other one is.
Fighting words. He is
I will
number
not.
one.
I will not share this with
So
the
was
other
Nelly
Nelly.
Furtado.
Yeah.
That's true. She was.
She's multiple times number one.
The ironic thing is, this will get back to Nelly the rapper, and he will be like, "I want to be on this record." No, I want to be on because no one
And
wants
then
me
he's gonna
on
be
it.
like, "Can I pee on you, Will?" And Will's like, "Sure, you could pee on me." And then,
I have no standard.
Nelly or R. Kelly?
oh wait, yeah, that's the wrong guy.
Yes.
Anyone
The
famous
answer is
can
yes.
pee on me. Anyone
Nelly's
famous
not the guy
can
that
pee
peed on
me,
people?
It's fine.
Jesus Christ.
So if we could get Nelly Furtado to pee on
Oh
Will.
my God! If
entire
Nelly
episode.
Furtado peed on me, oh my God! Say it, don't spray it, but
Golden
spray it right. Nelly
showers.
Furtado, spray it right. No, okay.
Here we go,
God,
getting
stop.
dirty.
I need to go into a
Is
different
she gonna
podcast.
Is she gonna turn you straight?
No, I mean,
Okay.
if there was
Impossible.
oh, fucking
If anyone can do it.
Okay, so who? Okay, what '90s?
Like where the-
What '90s? Like, I guess Idol would turn you gay or straight.
Probably Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Wow,
Legends
you
of the Fall, Brad
basic
Pitt, or
bitch.
Interview with the Vampire, Brad Pitt.
Just smoldering fucking Brad Pitt. Just like
Okay.
Why the fuck did Angelina Jolie have to adopt so many kids? Is it that much of a fucking chore to have sex with Brad Pitt? Like, what is that?
Apparently, he's got a small pecker.
Oh,
Heard that a while ago.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Becker, I hardly know her.
I
Excuse me.
think
I
it was
feel
actually
like that
my
would be
mom
a
telling
good
me the story.
entrance into the gay world, right? Like
Okay, so Brad Pitt, Jason.
Oh fuck! I don't know, man.
Remember that I was around in the 90s.
Man, my brain isn't working enough for me to think of something. Start spitting names. I'll tell you whose dick I'd suck.
Rain Maida.
oh my god, yeah.
I wouldn't
Rain
suck
Maida.
off
There you
Rain
go.
Maida.
That's basically a woman anyway. Like
Shut your mouth! You come for Nelly and Rain Maida, my two parents.
I fucking love Our Lady Peace.
Yeah.
When
It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be great.
listen, when Clumsy came out, I don't think there's a record that I had listened to at the time more than that one. It just spun
a good one.
on
Yeah.
repeat.
Clumsy
good.
is so
Yeah.
good.
Like fun fact,
okay.
Sid and I used to frequent this this bar here in NDG twice a week because they had karaoke nights twice a week.
PJs.
When are we going?
And every single time we went together, we did a fucking Our Lady Peace song.
Oh, that's cute.
Usually is
Greenbergers, I
anybody
will
home?
get up on stage with you any day of the week.
Fucking love
Twice a
to.
week.
Absolutely
Need be
love
and
to.
Sing Our Lady Peace with you.
You're gonna
doing
kick me off
karaoke.
stage because I'm a terrible singer, but fuck it.
Okay, so what's your crush from the
Christ.
'90s that would turn you gay?
Dave
This is so
Navarro.
offensive.
Fuck no.
Come on.
Dave Navarro.
Yeah, because I totally
yes.
want
Kind
AIDS.
of a lady.
No.
What if he didn't have AIDS?
What if he didn't have AIDS?
He doesn't
There's no,
have AIDS.
There's no
If you
conceivable
take
universe
pills
that he
these
doesn't have
days,
AIDS.
it's fine.
All the heps.
Dave Navarro does not have
ADMC,
AIDS.
probably.
Dave Navarro is a
We've
beautiful
invented
man.
a no AIDS drug. You can just take
Anthony
it and bang
Kiedis?
Dave, okay?
Yes.
That'd
I mean,
be kind of too much
you know,
like having
if he's
sex with
into it.
myself.
Yeah,
I think.
a little bit.
Same with Johnny Depp. Like I
You don't jerk off in the mirror?
gorgeous man,
Listen
but
to
it would be
this.
like having sex
All
with
these
myself.
podcasts are practically you wanking it. So
Jason, you don't jerk off in the mirror.
That's why I've been so quiet.
Andrew, what about you?
Edward Norton, maybe.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
Um,
I'll be the
Going
only
for
woman here. I'm
cerebral
like,
over
yes.
over attractive. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean-
biosexual.
I mean that would probably be the best.
Like
I-
which Edward Norton though? Like from
American
what
History
movie?
X,
American History
probably.
X or yeah.
Well, I don't know because
I don't
all
think you want to admit that,
all the
just for the fact
Nazi
that he's a fucking
tattoos
Nazi.
would be
Not by
kind
the end of
a-
the movie, though.
That would really break
That's
the
important.
break the mood of it
Yeah.
for sure. Maybe like right after that movie, like when he's still in shape, but. Well, maybe Fight Club.
I'm
Maybe
willing
Fight
to
Club.
fucking.
Edward Norton.
Yes.
It could work.
I
I like
agree.
that
About in the
matchup
90s, though?
strictly for the fact that it's the one famous person that would match you in annoyance.
Really? No.
He's apparently the
I'm
hardest
much more
person to work
annoying.
with.
Well, yeah.
Any
that's
director
true.
will tell you, fuck this guy.
I'm not difficult to work with.
Oh
though.
my god, difficult.
No,
to
you're
work
just
with,
annoying as
team.
fuck.
Let's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hang out.
Will, what about you?
Does it have to be a woman?
Yes.
Pass.
No, tell me.
Obviously,
everybody's
fucking
sharing.
Nelly
Say
Furtado,
Nelly
come
Furtado.
on.
Furtado, yeah.
She
Oh, yeah,
she
Nelly
was
Furtado.
Nell Star. Only I know that Nelly Furtado called me.
Okay, so Nelly Furtado and Lee. What do we?
I'd be Robbie Williams all the way.
Oh my
Oh, of
goodness.
course.
He's a hunk.
Millennium.
I thought you were
Of
going to say,
course.
well, George Michael.
Yeah, but he's more 80s.
Yeah, he's
if
more
I could have
80s.
George Michael, I'll take George Michael.
Okay, yeah.
But also,
Don't
do
you
you want to
dress
have
up
sex
as
with the
him all
person
the
you're
time?
trying to be?
Yeah, that's exactly
I think it's just
what
people
I
I'm
was-
trying to emulate. I want to have sex with
Okay.
people I'm trying to emulate.
That's
Fair enough.
self-absorbed.
For me, it would be. For me, it would be Rose McGowan, hands
Robbie
down.
Williams.
Oh,
Rose
yeah.
McGowan.
Yeah,
She was really hot and charmed.
and Jawbreaker.
She was in Jawbreaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like my Rose McGowan, like her
She has
Marilyn
nice
Manson
boobs.
days. Yeah. Yeah.
She has nice boobs.
She has a nice everything.
Such a polite young man you are.
Nice boobs.
Man of eloquent words.
Yeah.
Nice boobs. I agree.
Okay.
And a nice ass. I'll be
Yes.
the. I'll be
And
the.
face,
I'll be the
come on.
I'll be the more blunt one.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Don't
Good
you love
choice,
it when
Liz.
Scottish people say bum? They're like, boom. Sorry, irrelevant, but that was just a little injection.
Who are you hooking up with?
Oh, would you like that, you little slut?
Would you like a slice of haggis?
And you're like, yeah. And they're like, what was that? And you're like, I.
You sound like you're speaking from personal experience here.
I
dude.
am Irish. I'm trying to keep it in the family with all those impossible children we're never having.
How fucking Targaryen of you.
Thanks. Daenerys ye ready.
Actually, funny fucking story if we're going to get on the Game of Thrones thing for a quick second.
that happened in the
I was
90s?
at a buddy of mine's wedding.
I don't want to hear about
Has
it.
to happen.
No. I was at a buddy of mine's wedding like last year. And at some point, I'm standing with like the groomsmen and everything. We're just having a giggle. And I notice the groom's uncle comes around. And I'm like, dude, why do you look more like your uncle than you do your dad, man? And he goes, that would be weird. That's my mom's brother. And I'm like, Lannister always pays his fucking debts, I guess.
Jeebus.
Oh man.
Okay, my dad and uncles routinely joke about fucking sheep, and I'm pretty sure there's like you know this thing.
Yeah,
sure
fuck
that
a
might have
sheep
happened?
one time.
Several fucking times. Like,
Maybe
look at
it
me.
happened.
Podcast is off the rails.
Yeah, we're changing
Yeah.
subjects hardcore right
Sheep
now.
fucking-
Fucking was the
Sheep
80s,
fucking-
everyone.
Yeah,
God.
exactly. Yeah.
Cloning sheep
And
was
Coke.
in the 90s.
Yeah.
Fucking sheep
Dolly
was in the 90s.
Parton?
Dolly
90s?
Parton.
Dolly
Question
Parton.
mark?
Dolly Parton.
Jason Greenberg?
Ageless
Talent?
is what you mean.
Yes, Dolly Parton, ageless.
Oh,
She's
Dolly.
amazing.
Still look
True.
good.
What did
Love
she
her.
say? It takes a lot of money to look this cheap. That's what.
That-
That's a Dolly
yes,
quote.
I think that is true. Yeah.
She's amazing. I freaking
and
love
all
that
of her
woman.
like secret tattoos. Like,
yeah. that
Does she have
can't show her,
tattoos?
the
Yeah,
Christians
she
will
has all
divorce
these like
her.
secret tattoos.
No
That's
way.
And like every now and then there's like a picture and you could see like a small glimpse of
like
it. And I'm
big
like,
tattoos or like
I don't know. Like no
They're all
Oh my
like
God, I
dick
love her.
butts. Fun fact.
they're all what?
They're all dick butts.
Like why? Why
Google
Will?
it. Look it up. Don't fucking come
You
for me.
can't
Something you
disprove
couldn't do in the
Can't
90s.
disprove
Well,
it.
Oh yeah.
halfway through.
Well, the internet started in 96,
96, 97?
I remember having dial-up.
like
and I had dial up.
Dial-up.
Napster.
Yeah.
Napster was big. Napster, LimeWire,
Oh yeah.
Um,
Minesweeper.
Wait like 2 days for a
MySpace?
metric song.
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper.
My
Like
personal
metric.
one
Metric.
for downloading was Audio
Imperiale
Galaxy. Was
system?
that a thing in Canada?
Yeah.
Did that make it here?
I know about that, but I don't
What was
think
it called?
was Audio Galaxy.
It was
Yeah.
basically you had like a single Windows screen, and
Yeah.
it was basically through a web portal. And so you went there and you signed up to these groups, and then people could just send you music
Yeah.
through them.
We did have
that's
that.
a
I had
cool
that
concept.
actually.
Why isn't that still a thing?
Because
Right?
now
Like-
it's social media and we share pages and stuff and
Yeah.
on Facebook and Spotify and yeah. But what else was there? There was so the internet started in '96. There was
Polaroids.
MSN. There
Oh my
was
god, MSN.
ICQ.
MSN.
Oh, remember when you used to put your honey's name and your name with little hearts around it?
Yes.
I remember my first breakup. I had like 3 crying faces.
Oh, you little emo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised somebody dated you to
Probably
begin
like
with, but that's a start.
Aw, harsh. Behave, boys.
Sorry.
Yeah, there was anybody on ICQ in the 90s?
That's how many restraining orders she had to get you.
At least
You knew
that many.
ICQ?
No.
At
Oh,
least that
man.
many.
Not.
ICQ?
I know of ICQ. I wasn't on it.
I did
ICQ
like
still
the chat
exists.
rooms and stuff. But
Yeah, you would meet. You can like chat with strangers on ICQ, and
Okay.
like I used to like do that with my sister. We used to make fake accounts and like prank people through ICQ, and
You just show them your dicks.
yeah, just a lot of that. Yeah.
A lot of ASL going on.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
ASL.
Creepiest fucking question
Oh, I
anyone could ask you over the
know.
internet.
IRC, MIRC. That was a big one too. A big chat thing. I don't know
What's
if you
that
guys.
stand for?
IRC was just like a chat program that.
Oh,
you
okay. I
can-
thought it was like a abbreviation of something.
No, it was called MIRC, and like that's yeah, it was like this huge chat thing. You could chat with people all over the world. Yeah, I was a nerd in high school.
We need more Angel Fire sites to come back.
Yes, I had an Angel Fire site. That was the very
all
first
had an Angel
no,
Fire
dude.
site.
That was the very first bucket list site because it was a review site that I made in '97. It's still online. I will not share it because it's very, very embarrassing, and there's a lot of anti-Alana stuff on there. Like, I'm not kidding. I wrote like poems and stuff against her. I hated her so
There's a
much.
picture of Alana.
Yeah.
Linda.
I fucking
Terrible.
wrote
Amazing.
poems. Yeah, and I got trashed. Like, people would email me because, that's how it was. They
wanna
would email
know.
me.
You would get
Yeah, and like, I don't fucking
get
care. I don't give a shit. And yeah. And I had like a section on the site that said, if you want to review any CDs, just email me here. And it had like a Yahoo email or something. And nobody did.
Yes.
Nobody emailed
So
me. but-
Bucketlist started in the 90s.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
What was the other host?
GeoCities?
GeoCities
yeah.
was huge.
Enormous, yeah.
Neopets.
Yes.
All
Oh
was
my fucking
huge.
Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Yes.
And I didn't know
Yeah.
how to cure it.
All my Neopets are dead.
Can they
Oh.
die? I thought that was a no-no.
They haven't been fed in
They
like
just get,
25
like-
years. So
Social services come. I do know that the social services would come because they always had the fucking itchy, scratchy disease, and I couldn't
terrible.
fix that shit.
I had like
Jesus.
29 Neopets accounts because I was like, well, these are dead. I need new ones.
Ah.
I know I was a bad person.
God.
I fed my real pets, just
Good.
not my Neopets.
The Neopets. I forgot about the Neopets.
And on that note,
Now we're quiet.
This got morose real quick.
this
Thinking about the
train of thought has
Neopets.
gone much like a Neopet and
Tamagotchis.
Yeah,
Speaking of things that I never fed,
we're all wondering now, did we feed them?
died. You had to feed them.
the
Yeah.
first time it went off at like 2:30 in the morning, my mom walked into slammed my door open, picked it up, slammed it on the ground. She was like, this thing is dying
talking about
right
Furbies?
now.
Furbies?
No,
Furbies.
Tamagotchis.
Furbies were also very
Furbies.
Yeah, Furbies were pretty fucking vocal.
No Coco. Yeah, fuck them.
Oh,
And
man.
the
What?
Beanie
Demon
Babies.
The
fucking
Beanie
thing.
Babies, which are
90s too.
worth so much now if you
Right.
have any.
They were
Yeah.
not
Even
either.
back then, there were some that
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
worth a stupid amount.
Why though? I don't get it.
Because
What's
people
the-
are dumb.
Yep.
That is the answer to literally 90% of all things about people. People are
90.
dumb.
Yes.
That's 90s thing.
Oh.
90%
Oh.
94%.
Oh.
Okay.
What about Pogs,
Okay.
everybody? Pogs.
Pog-
Pogs. Oh my
Pogs.
god.
Speaking of
Forgot about
slamming things,
Oh,
Pogs.
Slammer. I hardly know her.
So I had a metal pug.
Yes,
it had
of
the
course.
mask's face on it. It was super 90s. I loved the mask.
The Mask was a good one.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
90s.
Poor Jim
In Living
Carrey.
Color. That show.
That
I don't
was
know.
the
Yeah.
80s.
Was it the 80s? I think it was late 80s, 90s.
Because Rick Moranis was on that.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
The Wayans brothers.
Scary Movie.
Yeah. We talked about Scary
Movie
Movie.
was the 90s. No, we
Yeah.
talked about Scream. We didn't talk about
Talked
Scary
about
Oh,
Movie.
you're
scary
right.
movies,
Oh my
but
goodness,
not
yes.
scary movies.
That is true. Scary Movie. Oh, that was good. So good.
And then just exponentially worse every time.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did.
Sort of amazing.
How many are there now? There's like
5, I think.
5?
But
That's the one where she gets come to the roof.
that's the second
That's the
one.
second
Two.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
That one
The
is
guy
still
from
pretty
Malcolm in
funny.
the Middle.
Just checking.
So
Yep.
ridiculous.
That is
Yeah.
great.
The fucking great one.
I remember
Malcolm
that
in the Middle
one.
did have a great theme song.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't remember how it goes.
in the
but I thought
middle.
It was good.
You're not the boss of me
Me
now.
now.
That
You're
was
not the
They
boss of me
Might Be
now.
Giants,
I
weren't
got so big.
Who did that
They
song?
Might Be Giants, I think. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was They Might Be Giants. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, they were a good 90s band. What about any... Okay, I'm the only chick here. It sucks. Because I would talk about like...
Watch your mouth.
Well, I mean, did you watch Lifetime movies in the 90s?
Duh.
Did you?
No.
See? Because I could talk about Shannon Doherty and her Lifetime movies all night, but I won't.
Shannon Tatum?
Shannon Doherty.
I'm busy chatting right now, but I'll
Yeah,
get back
I'm
to
trying to get
you.
a hot date.
Tatum?
Will is now on Grindr, ladies and
Correct.
gentlemen. Did you meet someone? Read the messages. Because I'm going to be the school teacher that's
Oh,
going to make you
don't want
read
me to
everything.
the messages. He's,
Yeah.
he's just like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm on a podcast. He's like, what is it called? And I was like, Bucketlist. He's like, never heard of it.
Whatever.
Not a joke.
Not
You
gonna
asked
date
for this.
him.
You asked for this.
I don't give a shit.
The vendetta continues.
The vendetta continues.
You gotta
Let's
write
have
back,
a rap
"See you."
battle.
I don't rap.
Well, then I guess I win.
Yeah, well, I guess you do.
That's all you wanted.
That's
isn't
how
it?
rap battles work.
True.
This isn't...
Call
what's that
people out.
movie?
8 Mile is the one you're thinking of.
Probably.
Yes, 8
Mom's
Mile.
spaghetti.
Yeah, but there's that other one
Arms-
with the
palms this
acapella singing.
Oxymoronic. Oh wait, no. Acapella singing. That's real. Okay, sorry. I thought you meant oxymoronic.
No,
Well, whatever. Just
The one with what's her name?
drop a bar. Come on.
It's
Where
not-
in the world
not-
is Carmen Sandiego? Is that
No, it's not a
acapella?
90s
Is
movie.
what
That
we're
was
doing?
pretty 90s shit.
Yeah,
Bring,
that's-
not Bring It On.
Okay,
What am I
all in
saying?
favor of me and Liz having a rap battle. Not right now.
I can't rap.
Doesn't matter.
I
This
will
needs to
not
happen.
do this.
I'm protecting my best
Thank
friend's
you.
reputation here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. That's
What
the
the hell?
majority.
I'd love to see that.
No.
Yeah,
great.
that's 50-50.
That's 50.
That's a
It's
split
not
decision,
happening.
brother.
To be fair, though, I would watch the gays rap battle anyone.
Wins.
Okay.
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
No. I'm sorry, dear.
You can pre-write. You can. I'll ghostwrite your rap against me. How about that? How about that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're just gonna like make me insult myself, and that's not nice.
How
You're
apal
mean.
of
Not
you.
of
You're
second time
so
in my
mean.
life I've been outed.
Remember when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rapped?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That was
Oh,
pretty
man.
90s.
What the first movie though came out in the
Ninja
80s.
Rap.
Yeah.
The first one came out in the 80s. The
Yeah.
second one came out.
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
It must
was in
have
that
been in
movie.
the 90s.
Yes.
Vanilla Ice
Second
was
Ninja
there,
Turtles.
yeah.
It was
Vanilla
Vanilla
Ice.
Ice.
The
The
Ninja
Vanilla
Turtles?
Ice movie, Cool as Ice, that came out in the 90s.
He had a
I
movie?
don't know what that is.
Did you not? It's called Cool as Ice, and it's the worst movie you will ever see in your life, but it's so good.
I would
like,
watch
I
that.
mean, I
Is it
kinda
worse
have to watch
than
it.
Crossroads? Because
It's like- it's like maybe
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
150%
It's real
worse
bad.
than Crossroads.
I remember that
Is it worse than Geely?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the worst movie you will ever. Vanilla Ice is like, I feel so bad for him because this movie was like, it has so many different plots and twists that make no sense. He basically plays a rapper, obviously,
Right.
that rides a motorcycle.
His career entirely.
That rides a motorcycle, and he's like in this gang, and he falls in love with this rich girl, and nobody wants them to date because like she's a rich girl, and like he's this like gangster guy, and then all of a sudden like her brother gets kidnapped, like out of the blue, like nothing makes
Okay.
sense. Like her brother gets kidnapped, he rescues the brother, and everybody's happy again. It's so bad. Like I watched this movie by accident once, really hungover, at like, I think it was like in the year 2001, and I didn't know that this, and I just like was at my friend's place, and I turned on the TV, and it was on the TV, and I'm like, that's Vanilla Ice. Like, what the hell is this?
Was that the name of his second album too? Cool
No.
as Ice? What
Did
was
he
the?
have a second album?
Yeah, he
Did
had a
he?
second
Hold on.
album, and then it didn't go
I didn't know he
anywhere,
had
and
more than
everyone.
one
I didn't know he had more
I
than
know
one
he
album.
had a new metal thing.
Yes,
that
and then he went
tried.
through that new metal phase.
Yeah.
He did. Poor
which
guy.
was really bad, and now he's just flipping houses all the time. Which is
He had reality
different.
TV show,
He-
too.
no, he like does construction on houses in Florida because he's Florida man, of course. Like that makes sense.
He was so
At
embarrassed
least
though
he
by
learned
everything.
to
He tried
stop
to
and
kill
collaborate
himself.
And listen.
Oh, Liz, quit making it sad.
I know, but he
and
was
then he
so.
tried to kill himself.
Couldn't even do that.
Couldn't even do that. Wow.
Oh.
Poor
Didn't
VI.
try very hard.
He tried to ice himself and he couldn't even do it.
God damn, Leroy.
That joke
Okay,
is
that's
fucking
mean.
vanilla.
I'm trying to find the second album because I didn't know that he had a second album.
There was Snow, the white rapper,
Oh,
that actually
yes.
did get some success in the
Informer.
90s.
And he's
Gonna
gonna
say
he can come
succeeded
back.
at killing himself.
I had that on tape.
No, he just jumped on a song this year with Daddy Yankee. So
Is that Weird Al?
Holy shit!
What?
Is that Weird
Vanilla
Al's new
Ice
persona?
had
Daddy Yankee.
one,
you don't know
two, three,
Despacito?
4, 5. Vanilla Ice had 6
With,
albums.
6
Louis
albums
Fonsi and Daddy
apart
Yankee?
from the
And,
terrible
and
new
Justin
metal one.
Timber-
Because I
Justin
know about
Timberlake on the
the
remix.
first 2 and the new metal
No.
one. That's
No, not
3.
Justin Timberlake.
The
Justin
one-
Bieber.
Thank
That's
you.
the one.
Too
Sorry.
many conversations.
Sorry.
Okay, Vanilla Ice. We're going back to Vanilla Ice. He had 6 albums.
That's why there's so many
Said no one
conversations.
ever until right now.
Yes.
Back to vanilla.
To the Extreme, Mind Blowin'.
Extreme. That's
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Mind Blowin', which
number
is the
2, the Extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Blowing
It's big in Germany.
Then there was Hard to Swallow.
That was the new
Nice.
metal one. That
Most
was,
of
okay.
his
that was
And then
music.
Bipolar, Platinum
Get it,
Underground,
polar puns. He's ice.
and then what the WTF? Wisdom, tenacity,
Wisdom, tenacity.
and focus. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Nice.
Fuck off.
That was
Come
his
on,
Kung
Vanilla
Fu
Ice.
album.
When did that come
That
out?
came out in 2011.
Didn't Missy
Wow,
Elliott
really?
have one called What the Fuck?
Maybe?
Or where are they from?
Oh, and he has a
Oh,
live
fucking
album
worse.
too.
He
He has a live album called Extremely Live.
Extreme.
And then a remix album
Very
called Vanilla Ice is back. Oh, Vanilla Ice, you're such a sad
Vanilla
I
sack.
think the
Ice is
moral of the
back
story
home?
here is fuck Vanilla Ice.
No, I feel so bad for him. He wanted to
Actually, he was pretty goddamn funny in what was that fucking Adam Sandler movie? That's My Boy.
Good Will Hunting.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah, he
Oh, I
is.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he plays
Oh.
Andy Samberg's uncle basically, but he plays Vanilla Ice like he is himself.
No way.
Well, the movie's basically about Adam Sandler having sex with his teacher as a kid, getting her pregnant.
Of course it is.
And he got mad famous because of the court case. Got a ton of fucking money for no explainable reason whatsoever.
This is all the plot of
Isn't
this
Adam
movie.
Sandberg
Yeah.
in that?
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about Adam
Yeah.
Sandler's life or the
Okay.
movie still? I'm not sure.
Wah, wah, wah.
No,
So
I'm
I was
sorry.
talking about this the other day. I haven't actually gone back and watched Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore, but I feel like they wouldn't stand up, but people tell me that they do.
Oh, they absolutely
Oh,
do.
they do.
Those
Do
movies are
Billy
classics.
Madison's a rough watch, but Happy Gilmore's
Gilmore's
still
still-
Happy Gilmore,
absolutely
definitely,
fucking
100%,
hilarious.
yeah.
So many inside jokes from that movie that I
hell
would
yeah.
have with my friends. Yeah, I love Happy Gilmore.
I mean, I love
so good. And
He
then
had a
Rob.
good one with one of the Wayne's brothers too, just before that. Bulletproof. I don't know if you guys know Bulletproof.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got piss all over me.
What was Major Payne? That was one of the Wayans brothers too,
Yeah.
not Adam Sandler.
Right.
It was the
Was
Wayne's brothers. It was like an
Damon? I want to say Damon was the major pain.
Because you want to say it, I want to say it.
Good Will Hunting. That's a 90s movie. Yeah.
That is a 90s
Yeah.
movie.
I'm just
Had
trying to do my best.
Matt
The-
Damon.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Damon.
How do you like them apples is really the question.
Oh yeah, fucking Good Will Hunting. Oh man.
And the only thing anyone remembers from that movie. Oh, and Robin Williams was in it.
Do you like apples?
Good.
Is it Sarah
There's also all
Silverman did
the.
I'm fucking Matt Damon.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And then Jimmy Kimmel did I'm fucking Ben Affleck.
Where-
As
Oh
a
my God,
But
response.
he's
So good.
not.
But it was a great song.
Is he?
Or is he?
Kevin Smith
Kevin
made a lot of good
Everything
movies.
Kevin
in the
Smith.
Hey,
90s.
Jay
Yeah.
and Silent Bob is getting a
Coming
reboot.
back.
Yeah.
Yep, coming back.
Oh no, no.
I'm kind of nervous about that one.
No,
I'm curious
no,
how
no,
it's gonna
no.
be.
I'm sure he's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
$15, little man. Put that
that
shit
shit
in my hand.
Yes.
And if that money doesn't show, then you owe me. Oh, ooh, Young Love. Oh.
Yes.
I think I
Never
wanna
say
get
that
to
kind
know
of word
ya.
at the time.
How many people in Third Eye Blind overdosed and died? Because that was a fucking.
Was there any?
That was a fucking great band from
Every
the 90s,
time-
man.
I don't know.
Every time
That's
I've heard about
certainly
Third Eye Blind,
several of them, right?
well, there must.
They
be
put out
some.
another album recently. Like a
How
couple
many of
months
them
ago.
put out another album recently? That's what I need to know.
Every time I hear about
Surviving
Third Eye
members.
Blind, they are saving someone in some capacity.
Sick.
Like a member of them is
Jumper?
like going into the ocean to save someone who was just swimming and almost drowned. That came up, and then there
Yeah.
was another time where somebody, like one of them, I think, saw a car accident or something, and like helped whoever was there.
Yeah,
the
Third Eye
time.
Blind. They're
What are they
lit.
doing?
They're lit. They like both. They both. How many of them are there? There's like
Are there four of them? That's
Perhaps
four,
surviving.
five.
But they were all just like, we did a fucking cake of acid, and now we understand what goodness is, and don't break any promises to your mothers.
That sounds right. I'm pretty sure I
That's-
remember
that
that
is the
interview.
song.
Yeah. Break a promise to your mother.
Yeah, that was off, I think, like their third album or something like that.
Third album Blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
third album, Blind.
Mhm. With that, I just turned something on this radiator that probably shouldn't have been turned.
Stop touching things, Will.
I'm sorry. I do need to.
He's like, it's a knob. I gotta touch it.
With that fucking flame Flame. Flame. No need to finish.
Running out of gas.
I'm running out of gas. I need to use the little girls' room and excuse myself, or as the gays say, skedaddle.
We're probably gonna wrap this up, actually.
Oh, nice.
So
Perfect fucking timing.
I think we're. Is there any last
We
words?
pretty much covered everything in the 90s.
Nelly
Yeah.
Furtado, call me.
Oh,
I mean,
we
there's-
didn't talk about Matt Groening at all, but fuck it.
Oh yeah,
Who
We
dat?
didn't talk about Austin Powers or Wayne's
that's
World.
true.
Yeah.
Wayne's
no,
World.
we definitely
Excellent.
miss an entire decade here.
You can talk about. We can
Yeah,
talk
we
about
could
the
talk about
'90s.
literally everything
At any
forever.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could talk about literally everything forever.
Everything forever. In the 90s.
Yes.
Specifically.
In the '90s, isn't there a song?
You're thinking the Village People?
Yeah.
In the
In the
80s.
Or you're thinking of the
Come
year
on,
2000.
that's my fucking
Yeah.
anthem. The gayest
Yeah.
band ever singing about the
We can
gayest
end
place
on
to be.
because-
What was
the year
the theme song to Fred Armisen's show, Portlandia?
Oh my god.
Where it's always the 90s
The
Yes.
in Portland.
the-
Dream
yeah.
of the 90s
Dream
is
of the
alive
90s
in
is
Portland.
we should
Yeah.
end this episode singing Dawson's Creek properly. I don't want to wait.
So no one told you life was
All
going
yours,
to be
guys.
this way.
Okay, this is
That was not a
That's
good
the
clap.
joke you broke. Your love lies the away.
friends.
Second gear.
And
When it
hasn't been your day, week, month, or even your year,
I'll be there for you.
When the rain starts to fall,
I'll be there for you.
I fucking hate this show.
I'll be there for you. And Jason is wrong.
Oh, and Jason's
Bitch.
wrong.
Jason's right.
Oh my god.
Okay, who knows the
Friends
second verse?
understand.
God awful show.
Who
Doesn't
thinks
So-
all the boys
wait,
they should get in a fountain and
Your
spit
mama
water on each
told
other
you
like the
life
Friends
was
theme.
going to be this way.
Yes.
And that's all I know.
Okay. Well, that's the end of that.
All right.
I'm so happy we did that. And
Bring on the millennia, as they say.
And thanks for listening. Again, we're Bucketlist Radio, recording in Sienna Studios in Montreal with myself, Liz, Lee, Will, Andrew, Sid, and Jason. Say bye, guys.
Thanks.
Backstreet's back.
I want to go crawl into a
All right.
coma.
All right.
XOX the gays.